Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Not too bad.
You being sarcastic or something, my son?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector, arse.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you are here?
All right, everyone. WeaponCollector here. Right. Let me know if everything's working. Hello, Saint, Mother, Penny. How are you? You all right? Right. I've got a bit of fucking about to do still. I need to get the pop-up chat up. I was hoping this would work easier for me this way, but I don't think it will. So this may have been a bit of a fuck up. Anyway, who cares? Right. Yeah, can you hear me all right? Can you see me all right? Fucking boiling hot. It's my phone. Let's check it myself. It's a vertical stream. You changed, bro. I certainly did, Rich. Is it working all right, though? Can you hear me all right? Also, if anyone sees the stream get more than 30 people, let me know so I can make sure they like the stream and shit like that. So, yeah, so I'm having a drink tonight. Yeah, I thought this way might work a bit better, but I don't think it is. Can't see me. Fuck sake. Right. I know you can, really. Right, yeah, I'm trying to get the comments up on this laptop in front of me. I thought it might make my life a bit easier. But then I've noticed now I can't see the fucking... I was hoping if I did it like this, I'd be able to see how many people were on. But it doesn't look like that's going to work. Right, I'm just going to mess around for a little bit. Because seeing as this isn't going to do what I was hoping it's going to do, I can fuck about doing something else instead. Pop out chat, edit. Oh, we'll get rid of them fucking heart things. I hate that shit. I don't know what I even have it. And now I've got the capability that if I need to, I can if I need to, I can I can't remember the word. Do subscribers only. Right, I'm on. That'll do. What have I been up to? Not much, really. I had a lazy day today. I've just run up the shop. Yeah, I haven't really done anything. I put some shorts on YouTube and made a load of clips for this. Yeah. Yeah, the frustrating thing is I can't really see myself. So I have no idea half the time what you're even seeing. Bossman Dan, how you doing, Dan? You right, mate? Right. That's finally loaded after fucking ages, but it's too late now. I don't give a shit anymore. Yeah, so anyone watching, if you see the live stream get more than 30 people at any point, let me know so that I can make sure that they like the stream. All right. Saint said, having to redo my entire back fence. So I've had to paint all the wood beforehand. It's taken 2 days non-stop painting. Fuck's that, yeah. I don't know if you're anything like me, but I fucking hate painting. I don't know what it is. I genuinely don't know what it is, but I find painting fucking tedious, laborious work that bores me to death. I don't think there's enough going on. Most, like, when you're cutting in, it ain't so bad because at least you have to concentrate. But most painting for me, it makes me think too much. So I need like sound or radio or something. But yeah, I don't know. My problem is if I'm doing something that doesn't require my full attention, my brain starts going weird and starts thinking about all stuff that I don't want to think about, like all the things I don't want to think about. You know what I mean? I do it when I'm working out as well sometimes. Whereas obviously when you're making knives, you don't have time to piss about thinking because you're constantly being safe with tools and, you know, try to concentrate on what you're doing. Yeah, painting, I don't know. It's just one of those tasks that makes me think too much. I know that sounds weird, but yeah. Because it's just, you know what I mean? I hate painting for some reason. But yeah, I haven't really done a lot today. I watched the last episode of Black Mirror. Quite enjoyed that. Yeah. Had a nap. That's why I'm late. What have you lot been up to? Yeah, I was hoping if I did a vertical, I'd get a few views today. How many people are watching right now? As I say, I can't see. It doesn't tell me, which is a bit of a fucking pain in the ass. It makes this whole thing now completely pointless, which I was doing here. I've got a laptop in front of me because I thought, all right, yes, well, if there's 26 people liking, don't forget to like the stream. Feel free to chat to me about the only thing we don't do on these live streams is this. If I can find it.
We don't tolerate religion or politics in here.
There we go. Oh, fucking hell, boiling. Right, I might as well turn this laptop off because I don't think it can do anything that I'm not doing it on here anyway. I've got the clips there. I can see myself just about, and I've got the chat up. Yeah, and it's not going to tell me any more on here that I don't need to know anyway. So fuck it. Fuck you. Yeah, I was hoping I could use the laptop to at least see what I was doing and how many people are on. But I could probably do it on my phone, couldn't I, think about it? Just see how many people are on. Stu, how you doing, mate? You right, Stu? He said, I've been practicing my slingshot shoot and there's a competition coming up I'm interested in. Are you travelling to America, I used to? As I said to Persia earlier, the only way I can accept that is if you have a diamond-shaped target with number 1 score in the middle, 5 on the outside, so it's actually better if you miss. Oh, God. This isn't water, by the way. Yeah, I just thought I could probably, if I want to see what I'm doing, I could just do it on my phone. What a fucking dickhead. I do make myself wonder sometimes. Have you really been doing any slingshot shooting though, Stu? You kidding? Did you get time to watch Bears Afraid in the end? As the training is going well, I've already turned the bow 3/4 a turn in. That should be £120 plus, and I've just got an issue with the bow now, starting to shoot through the target. Ah, well, that's all good though, really, isn't it? That's all good, really. You know what I mean? Tanner, how are you? Hi, how are you? You all right? Sorry if I move my microphone here. Hang on. I keep hitting the cushion and I think it's gonna like reverb for it. Do I still sound exactly the same? No, well, you never know, Stu. You might have. I don't know. With a Stu, it's all or nothing. You're gonna have to win the big prize. Just don't get tempted to piss off a creek. Yeah, it's all or nothing, Stu. If you don't win, you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Maro Jacobs, how are you? Or Moro Jacobs, how are you? Am I a potato head? Am I? I think you're a potato head, mate. This one goes out to Moro Jacobs.
You're a fool! 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 You're a flipping fool!
That was me being nice, by the way. Saint said, really want to make an old school longbow. Don't know how I'm going to get the wood, but those 20-minute YouTube videos are deadly for getting you into phases. Watch my video, not mine, so watch my brother's videos showing you how to do it. That'll teach you how to make a bow with an axe and a knife The only thing you really, I'll tell you what people do though, which I've what because Max made loads. Yeah, Matt made my ones. Because you need seasoned wood. I did know a bloke who used to buy things like beech. Look for a big beech stave, like a fucking potentially a big shovel handle, essentially, that you can buy. It's already seasoned, decent wood then. Morrow Jacobs, I'll answer your question if you're nice to me. I suppose you probably run away now, don't you? Too scared. Yeah, Matt's done loads. He used to. I think he liked to. When he used to make bows, he would do it as simply as possible. When I made Metallic's bow, I followed Matt's videos, and I made her bow with a small hatchet, a plane, and like a spindle shaver type thing that you pull along. Rich says, Saint, look up Delacat on YouTube. He's an older gentleman who makes primitive longbows and soft bows. Nice, yeah. Yeah, Mark will show you as well. Mark's made loads. And that's what I said. That's how I learned to make my one. I watched Mark's videos. Stu said, how you been, Mike? Yeah, I ain't too bad, Stu. I thought last night I fucked my side up again a bit. It wasn't bad, but a little bit. But I've worn like a big support belt all day, and it actually I ain't had no pain at all. So I think I just sort of strained it ever so slightly last night, but it's gone already. But I'm still going to wear the belt just in case. But yeah, other than that, I ain't too bad, Stu. Trying to lose a bit of weight, and I think I have already. I've only been doing it for about 2 weeks, but I've lost a little bit already. Yeah. I've been watching Black Mirror. You into Black Mirror, Stu? I think you are, aren't you? I quite like this series. There was 6 episodes this series, and I think they was all good. None of them were amazing though, but they were good. None of them. I've never seen a Black Mirror really that I thought was shit, apart from maybe the Waldo moment one. I didn't think was very good, but I just found that one a bit boring. That's like series 2, I think, or 1. But yeah, no, I love a bit of Black Mirror. So yeah, I've been watching that, sorting my weight out because I need to lose a bit of weight. I need to sort it out like forever, really. You know what I mean? Yeah, not too bad, Stu. I went and got a drink for tonight. So I thought, fuck it. You know what I mean? Shut your gob, Richard. You're mistaking me for someone else. He said £2 after 4 months of dieting, Mike. I lose more than when I take a shit. You're mistaking me for you know who, and I dare you to write his name just so you get timed out. I hate it. Richard. This is me and Richard. Richard's the younger one.
I've always respected you.
I've never been fond of you.
Cheers.
And when I was younger, I could have taken you any time.
The other thing that is confusing for me is I can't see when the videos are playing. I can only hear them. Such a dick, Rich. That's a bit of water. I chucked that in there. Not water. That's a bit of vodka and water. When I went up the shop, I thought, fuck it. As soon as I got out of the shop, I poured some vodka into my bottle of water and walked home with it. I got myself a head start, seeing as I didn't get back till like fucking 25 to 10. So I was a bit late tonight. So don't forget to like the stream. If you're on a phone, just double tap the screen and it'll like it. Yes. Oh, boiling hot. I'll wake up a bit in a minute. I'm just like fucking dying of heat exhaustion right now. But yeah, you seen any good films lately, Stu? You said you didn't get a chance to watch Beau Was Afraid yet, did you? Saint is back. Oh, Mother said you changed, and you changed too. I haven't done them clips yet, Mother. I haven't done them, gutted. Saint said, oh mate, I saw one of those UK legal folders from Whitby selling for £9. Really considering getting one. I don't have UK legal EDC. Yeah, get one. £9. You can't lose, can you? Stu said, I've seen a couple of episodes of Black Mirror. There was another series on Netflix called Space. Yeah. Love, Death and Robots. Yes, I've seen that as well. I like that. That was good. Yeah, that had some really good episodes. Yeah, if you've not seen loads of Black Mirror, Stu, I recommend you go and literally watch it all. If the ones you've seen you thought, they weren't all that, right? You might have just happened to have seen some that weren't that good. Because some of the Black Mirror stuff is the best stuff I've ever seen on the telly. There are a couple of episodes that aren't as good as others, but I think it's worth checking out all of them because some of them are fucking amazing. And as I generally say, some of the best stuff I've ever seen on the telly. I love it. But I know quite a few people who have seen a few episodes, but not all of it. And it made me suspect, I wonder if they've seen some that they didn't think was all that and it didn't capture them. Because I think the first episode isn't that good, which is the Prime Minister one. It's all right, but it's not the best one. But the pig fucking Prime Minister one. But honestly, some of Black, I think it's worth watching all of it just to see what you think. So some of them are fucking amazing. Mother said, when do you plan to post a Cold Steel Collection video? I'll try to do it next week because I'm going to be busy soon. And Richard said, anyone seen CCW stuff? That's, as far as I know, that's a concealed carry warrant. And no, I don't have one of those. So fuck you. Stu said, yeah, I need to get a proper chance. Yeah, it's well worth watching. I generally, Love, Death and Robots had some really, really good episodes as well. Yeah, this last series of Black Mirror was decent. Saint said, it's only folders that are legal, or could you have a fixed blade for it? You can't legally carry a fixed blade, not a fixed blade. Yeah, no. Basically, the only thing you can legally carry without any reason is a non-locking blade under 3 inches. Everything else has to have an excuse. So, yeah, a blade under 3 inch is still illegal. If it's fixed blade, if it's a lock knife, it's still illegal to carry. You can own them. You can have them on you in your house. I mean, you can have them in your house. Fucking, I can't talk tonight. And in your garden. But I couldn't legally take that out without a reason. Now, if I was walking down the woods, going to go and do something down the woods, and I had a bag of camp and stuff, the police stopped me, and I was polite, and and they was all right, and I looked all right, and blah 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 blah. They'd most probably accept it. Only folders, mate. The only thing you can legally carry without any excuse is a non-locking sub 3 inch blade knife. Hello, Ralph. How are you? He said, you got some cool shit there, buddy. Thank you. Glad you like it. He said, show us that great big Bowie behind your head. Which one? This one? That one there? I'm actually not going to fall on my head now. Is that the one you mean? Once you confirm, I'll get it for you. It's like a piss off a creek down the woods, yes. Hang on. So I did make this, by the way. So I made the knife and the sheath. It's got my maker's mark on there. I don't know how much you can see of this. Can you see that all right? It's got a antler handle. Yeah, I made that. There's a video on my channel if you ever want to see it. See it being made. It was for sale once. Saint said, I want to go to the woods and get some nice wood. But yeah, I don't want to get caught with my knife. Just don't want to risk all the hassle. Yeah, well, as I say, I know it sounds a bit weird, but it can vary your you know, it depends how old you are, what you look like, what you're acting like, what you're dressed like, blah, 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 what you got on you. You know, I suspect if I was out nowadays and got caught with a knife, I would probably be all right because of my age and that. I mean, Drills said, are those real? Hang on. I'll show you whether they're real or not. So Drills said, are they real?
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
That has definitely got to be on the, what do you call it, WeaponCollector bingo. But yeah, it depends, Saint. You know, a younger bloke dressed in a certain way with a lock knife, even if he was genuinely going down the woods to, you know, he probably would get stopped and maybe get, you know. Ralph said that was fucking hilarious. This is great shit. Glad you like it, Ralph. Glad you like it. Don't forget to like the stream. If you're on a phone, give it a double tap. I get asked, are those real, a lot. Oh, yes. My other one is, because they're real, they're not a hologram. Richard said, terrible you can't do clips of him, or you could have done a ton of him as Murphy and us not as the villains from RoboCop during the shoot. So, yes. Oh, that'd be amazing. That's a face swap, Richard, that needs to happen. Even if it's just for us. This is water and vodka, by the way, if anyone wondered. So, yeah. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Saint said, it's my fixed blade that's 5 inches. Don't know if I'd get it, but getting it seized would really piss me off. Oh, yeah, well, fair enough. Yeah, you don't want your stuff taken off, yeah. Drills said, is 40 a dead caliber? Oh, yeah, any caliber's good. Yeah, 40 caliber's good. 45, 22, 357, 44, 50. I know them all. I know them all. I know it all, I do. I don't really. I'm going to turn this laptop off in front of me. I don't need that on. This is a waste of time. Yeah, I was hoping it would help me with the seeing what I was doing, but it ain't gonna. So fuck it. Thanks. 155mm artillery rounds are good for self-defense, I've heard. Yeah, maybe. Depends what kind of self-defense you're trying to do. Are you trying to defend yourself, or lots of selves, or even a country, maybe? This knife is a full-size knife. I just happen to be a giant. All right, this knife is got a 12-inch blade. The handle of that is 12 inches. Just I happen to have the biggest hand you'll ever see. Zero. Sorry if I butcher your name. Zaros, the Lord of Change. Jesus got more guns. Oh, no, what? Jesus or Jesus has? I'm not Jesus. I am the king of the knuckle dusters there. Jesus, you got more guns than the entire Russian government. Least American man in America. Yes, that's me. That is me. I ain't got my American clip. That'll teach me. Bill, yes, Gulliver's Travels, exactly, mate. Don't forget, you can donate to the channel if you want to help me fund the things that I do. There is super chats, and you can put on a special message for me, which I'll read out, or you can do it via Coffee, which is this. I'm going to play a little 30-second clip, show you how to donate. The link is in the description, and also it should be in the chat if someone writes exclamation mark support, but I don't know if it works on phones. But the link is in the description. Right, I'm back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. and my back. I'm just pouring myself a drink. Sorry. Lord of Change said, gearing up for World War III. No, not World War III. I thought, fuck World War III. What's the point in that? So I've geared up for World War IV. Even better. Fuck World War III. That'll be when all the bombs drop and no one will be around. World War IV is the one you want to prep for. If you can survive World War III, it's World War IV you have to prep for. Ralph said, how many of those weapons did you build? Right, so you can't see all of them, but see that sword there? I made that. See that knife there? I made that. That knife that was there, I made. And there's a few. I tend to make swords and knives, mostly. That sword I made. Yeah, I tend to make. Well, no, I don't just make them. I make a lot of stuff. If you look at my channel, you'll see the yeah, exactly what Saint just mentioned, like the Warhammer. Saint said that Warhammer shot you did was proper class. When I get my welder, I'm definitely going to make one. Handle was the only reason I haven't so far. Yeah, well, you don't need to weld. No, I didn't do any welding on that, but you could weld. Yeah, that's got a tutorial. If you look at the shorts video, there's a link to the making of it. Pete, how you doing, mate? You all right? And he said, evening, ladies and gentlemen. I sent you an Instagram message, mate, so you know I'm the real person. Nice one, Pete. That's all good, mate. I believed. I thought you was anyway. I said something to make you feel like I had questioned it. There you are. I know, maybe not. Hang on, I'll have to look into requests. There you go. Oh, there you go. Yes, nice one, Pete. I could see you now. Accept. Primary. There you go, mate. It had gone into my yeah, nice one, mate. Good to see you. Yeah, that I've actually added you into my proper thing now, Pete. That had gone into my what do you call it? Like requests bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm boiling up tonight again. I'll cool down in a bit. I've been up the shop. No, that I'm glad you done that though. That does, you know, yeah, sort of put a face to a name, sort of thing. You know, sort of who you're talking to then. Because the thing is, sometimes you can be literally talking to anyone, can't you? I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm going to call you Loik. Hello, Loik. It said, give me a gun. The best I can give you is this.
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
There you go. What you been up to, Pete? Anyway, you been up to anything? I ain't really done a lot today. I got the clips. The reason I'm doing these vertical ones is they get a hell of a lot of views compared to the normal live streams. And it just helps get new viewers and stuff like that. You know, if it wasn't for doing these, I wouldn't have met a few new people. But he said, real name and photos of a faceless account. Well, exactly, mate, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It genuinely does change things a little bit, if you know what I mean. Yeah. That's good. It's good. Because even what I mean by that is obviously sometimes I know your name says Pete, but sometimes you can be talking to people and you don't know if they're 20 or 60. Some names you don't even know if it's a male or a female. You know what I mean? Not that it makes much difference, but you know, sometimes you'll talk to people slightly differently when you know them a bit better, don't you? But yeah. But he said, just making another sword stick at the moment. Nice, nice. Yeah, I've had a lazy day today. I've been getting to the stage where I've got a lot to do. I've been in the shed literally every day, and sometimes in the shed till like 9 o'clock at night. So I get up, do my workout, start working in here, doing stuff in here till sort of lunchtime, have my lunch, and then I'm in the fucking shed till 9 o'clock at night. Come in, do everyone's dinner. Yeah, I think it's getting a bit too much. I need a proper break. I don't. Thing is, luckily though, when I do work in the shed, depending on what I'm doing, most of the time it feels fun. It doesn't feel like a fucking job. I hate it when, partly why I've stopped making some of my bayonets, because making them bayonets feels too much like work, and then I don't enjoy it anymore. Yeah. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. If you're on a phone, just double tap the screen. Like said, identifying as a chair. Do you identify as a chair? You like being sat on, then? Do you? Is that the is that the thing? What is the I can't remember the word. What are the merits? It's not the right word, but what are the merits of identifying as a chair? Is it exactly that? The herbal gerbil. How you doing? You all right? Has it been 4:20 yet, or have we missed it? Oh, tomorrow. Nice. Just got the best legal weapon available, a cane Corsa. Yeah, true, mate. True. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Giovanni, you were so close. Giovanni, if I had a thing to say congratulations, I would, but I don't. You were so close, mate. So close. So close, but yet so far. No, it is not a Chinese Type 95. Sadly, it's not. Yes. So close. So close. Would you like me to tell you what it is? Yes, right. Nothing else, mate. I'll start playing. Yeah, definitely, mate. Folks say you crap me up. They also like, can't wait till Sinners is streaming. Is that a series? I saw a little or is that a film? I've seen the thumbnails for that. It looks pretty good. Yeah, looks pretty good. Giovanni, you were so close. That is a Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle. That one, yeah. Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle. So not Chinese 86, Chinese 86S as well. If you miss out the S, it don't count. It's a film, is it, Bill? Yeah. One of the blokes from Black Panther, is it? I set in the 30s. Nice. Cheers, everyone, by the way. I'm having a drink tonight. Can you hear that fan is on? If not, if so, I'll turn it off soon. Well, I'm starting to cool down a bit now. I've got. So Bill said, "You ever seen From Hell?" Yes, I've got From Hell on DVD, mate. Johnny Depp. The Johnny Depp. What do you call it? The Johnny. Fuck's sake, that's what. The Johnny Depp fucking Jack the Ripper film. Yes. When I go to London occasionally, down so on that road, what's that road that all that happened on? Fuck, I can't remember what it's called now. Where the blind beggar is as well. Where the Craze shot George Cornell. Ronnie Craze shot George Cornell and the blind beggar on the same road. Anyway, I can't remember what the road is anyway. When you go down that road, there's a fish and chip shop called Jack the Chipper, which I love seeing that. Yes, I'm quite easily entertained. Jack the Chipper. Anyway, Pete, what have you been up to today? You been up to anything? Richard said he's been jacking off to CCW all day long, whatever that is. I don't know. Persio has been enjoying the life of a single man. Who else owes me apologies? No, Richard wasn't on. I let Richard off. But he's been abusing me tonight, so jacking off, such a weird word. So much cheese. Right, don't forget any of you lot. We'll say 20 tonight. If you see any more than 20 people on at a time. Oh, no, Pete, I asked you, didn't I? Sorry, Pete. I asked you a minute ago, didn't I? Yeah, you've been in the shed making your sword sticks, haven't you? Yeah. Yeah, it's been a weird day for me today. I made some clips. Did fuck all. My mum's a bit ill at the minute. She gets quite bad sleep apnea. I think she's had a mild cold and she's now got a chest infection and her legs are infected because she's got that stuff that you get, you know, that fucking skin infection thing. So a lot of times she's fucking out of it. She says weird things and constantly falling asleep even when you're talking to her. So yeah, I've been dealing with that today. But she'll be all right, you know. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Well, I haven't, Saint. He said, ever tried the CBD oil stuff? I haven't, and I did recommend that to my mum, though. Well, people recommended it to me to recommend to my mum, but she was told she asked the doctor just in case, because she was well up for trying it, but they said don't for some reason. I can't remember why. Because she is on a lot of medication. Yeah, for some reason they said don't do it. The doctor did. I don't know if that would affect one of the medications somehow. You wouldn't think so, would you? Well, I don't know. But I've never tried it. Metallic does. I think Metallic does CBD oil every day. Yeah, and she swears by it. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Sylvia, how are you? You're giving me a full address for some reason. Wants me to go and visit them. Well, I don't know. Apparently Sylvia. Well, I think this is why Sylvia came here.
We just talk. We talk about anything. What do you want to talk about? What? Who said politics? Sport? Sex? Well, I think that's sort of typical of the kind of crowd that we pull. Sex, 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 sex.
Well, Sylvia, if you put in the word ! email, it'll come up in the chat for you. Send me some pictures of yourself, maybe, and I'll see whether I can make it to Missouri on Saturday or Sunday between 6 and 8 o'clock. Okay, I reckon I probably could. Stu said used to make me laugh when watching wrestling, and the commentator used to say something like someone was jerked off the top rope. It doesn't mean the same thing over there. I know. Fucking hilarious. Yeah, I'll toss off, yes. Hello, Paul. I am in the UK. Are you in the UK, though? That's the question. Pete said, I've had it before, like 7 years ago or something. What's that, Pete? Giovanni said, is the 86S in 7.62? I think it is, because they were imported to America, so I'd assume they probably were. Get your collection out for the lads, yes. Peach, have I missed a comment of yours or something? Peach, yeah, Peach. What have you had for 7 years? Hello, Jason. Well, I am. Jason, I was trying to explain to these lot earlier. No point prepping for World War III, as in FREE. World War III, because that's when all the bombs drop and we're all fucked. If you survive World War III, then you have to prep for World War IV. Just in case anyone thinks I'm serious, I am joking, by the way. I'm actually prepping for World War V. Pete said, just going about the old thing. Oh, have you been doing it for like 7 years, Pete? Nice one, mate. Nice one. I did not know you did CBD. Yeah, Metallic does it because she's got fibromyalgia and ME and stuff like that, you know. And it helps her a lot with that stuff. Yeah, how you doing, Jason? You're right, mate. I'm just kidding with you. We've World War III and World War IV have come up a few times tonight, so I thought, fuck it. Why not World War V? Oh, no, you had it 7 years ago. Fair enough. I could just imagine Peach pumping away, jerking his fist, taking his oils. Oh, fuck's sake. I just saw myself in the phone and made me laugh. Hello, my queen. I've been meaning to message you saying I was on, but Stu said prepping for Area 51 raid. Yes. Oh, I've been there, done that. Pete said, I'm a home laboratory. You are. You are. Italic said, don't write addresses in the chat, please. The queen is keeping an eye on you lot. I don't know what that was, my queen. That might have been potentially someone doxing someone else, but there's nothing. It's not like we would fall for that bullshit and like look up that address anyway. You know what I mean? But yes, keep an eye on it, my queen. I don't mean that to you. I mean to them. I don't know why they would think we'd fall for that bullshit. Jason said the world needs to make magic mushrooms legal. It's even more powerful than therapy. There you go. Yes. Saint, look it up. You Google Earth it, then you tell me what to do. As my dad says, you're not my dad. Right, I'll probably do a late night live stream as well, because I've already put a $5 on the internet, so why not? Fuck's sake. Tom and Cheryl, how you doing? You right? Nice to see you on. Love you too. Well, you've had a nice weekend. What have you been up to? I bet you're working hard now, aren't you? Selling your ice creams and stuff. Now it's getting that season, ain't it? Or ain't it? Giovanni said, how are gun laws in the UK? I heard they're pretty messed up. Well, it depends what you mean pretty messed up. Basically, if you want firearms or shotgun licenses, you need to apply for a license, which stops them getting into lots of people's hands, which I think is actually quite a good idea. You don't really want everyone having guns. But if you want one, you can get one. It's just you have to be registered. That's all. You know what I mean? The Tart said, hey, all doing forbidden things. I'll be on in a few. Pete said, I'm already in bed. Fucking headache all day. Been sick, though, so that's a plus. I've not been sick. Have you come on, Pete, to... See, this is the thing. What people don't tell you, and I don't get paid for this either, but I am quite a few people's way of falling asleep. And I think I should get paid for this fucking service I give you lot. That you listen to my droning voice and fall asleep. Tom and Cheryl do it all the time. They always tell me they fall asleep to the live stream. Where's my money for sending you lot to bed? I know, Tom and Cheryl actually, no, fair enough. I'll let you two off. And Pete saying, no, Pete already pays for the service, I think. Yeah, Pete's falling asleep already. Yes, my beautiful dulcet drones. Yes. You can become a member of this stream if you want, this channel. £2 a month. As little as £2 a month. You can pay more if you want. If someone puts the word ! member in the chat, it'll come up. Pete said, yeah, someone chucked Mike a $5. Yes, thank Pete's paid for us to live stream late last weekend. That's the kind of man he is. Yeah.
I know what kind of man you are.
A fucking decent one. A fucking decent one. I'd always vouch for Pete. He's excellent. Lovely bloke. Amazing bloke. And he's got the muscles like a gladiator now. We're all bet. We've got a bet going on you, Pete. So I won't tell you what it is until I've won it. All right? And when I do win it, I'll split the money with you. You're right, Nick. How you doing, mate? Richard said, I've nodded off a few times on this stream. It's not accusing you of being boring or anything. Oh, God. Cheryl said, yes, lol, we do. We hardly miss your live streams. We fall asleep to you Friday and Saturday nights. I take, as I said to everyone who's ever said that to me, I take that as a compliment. I take that as a massive compliment. Yeah. What that is called is unintentional ASMR. And that is me. I'm the ASMR king. I must be nice and relaxing. So anyway, what have you lot been up to, the new people? Don't forget to like the stream while you're on. If you're on a phone, you can just double tap the screen. Richard, I'm in and out the chat. Got chicks hatching. Nice. Is that what you call it? Is anyone up for a late night stream later? I will be probably doing the late night one. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. Cheryl said I am therapeutic. Thank you. Yeah, I'll take it as a compliment. That's not an insult at all. That's not an insult. At least I'm doing something right. Metallic, are you behind in the live stream? Just checking you're not behind. You won't see this for 10 minutes if you are. Shuriken Zone, how you doing, mate? Nice one. Been a while. How's life treating you, mate? I ain't too bad. I have someone asked me about the Spirophiles yesterday, and I thought, shit, yeah, I'm gonna have to put away the Christmas episode. Oh, you're in the stream yard, are you, my queen? I didn't notice. I can't see you. Right. I'll have it so I can see you if you pop on. What was I saying? Someone mentioned Spirophiles, and I thought, shit, yeah, that's been like 4 or 5 months since the last series ended. But then again, it's not like you have to wait a year sometimes for new series. But so yeah, I'm gonna put away the Christmas episode because I don't need to touch that till nearly Christmas anyway, and then finish it. It's like 3/4 done now anyway, and start on episode 1, series 2. Drew Contained Shed, not too bad, thanks. Been busy lately. How have you been, buddy? No, I've not been too bad. I've not really been doing a lot. Well, I've done a lot today. Today was a rest day, a nice lazy rest day. But I've been doing a lot. I've been in the shed a lot, like fucking loads. But I'd get up, work on the computer, doing some stuff there till lunchtime, have my lunch, go in the shed. I'd be in the shed till 9 o'clock at night, sometimes later than that. But it's good though, because it's doing stuff I enjoy, but I don't get a lot of rest. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's all good. Been making some nice stuff. Saint said, got to get some LED studio lights for the shed. Yes, that'd be a good idea. Yes. Pete said, what about the promised 5 push-ups? Joke, not the rest day. I will save those for Monday if you like, Pete. I'll do them Monday. He did say push-ups, didn't he? Yes. Sorry, I thought he said someone else. Yes, I'll do 5 push-ups just for you, Pete. I'll even record it if you want. Do I have to do actual push-ups or can I do standing push-ups? I do have a chest injury, by the way. Trying to hurt me now. Yes. Is there 40 on now? Thank you for telling me, Pete. Right, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Yeah, I'll do your 5 neck ups, 100%. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Feel free to have a chat with us. We talk about anything within reason. The only thing we don't really do is this. Let me just find it.
We don't tolerate religion or politics in here.
Yeah, so don't forget to like the stream, please. Thank you, Pete. I appreciate that. No bollock ticks. Yeah. Oh, you imagine bollock ticks? That fucking hell, Pete. That has just put an image in my head that is not pleasant. I reckon that has happened to quite a few people, bollock ticks. That's not something I would ever want. Fuck. Me. Yeah, I don't want bollock ticks. I don't want bollock ticks. Picture it in your head. Saint said, I'm eating pizza. Nice. I'm sorry. Blame fucking Peach. Shakira's on. How you doing? You alright? Nice one. I'm not too bad. Yeah, I've gone and bought myself a bottle of vodka. Yes. You contributed to that. Bollock leeches. Oh, I think bollock ticks for me would be worse than bollock leeches. Hello, Kaiser Soze. How you doing, mate? You alright? Shakira, what you lot been up to anyway? Yeah, best way to go, innit? I had to run up the shop early and get that about 9:30. I think I run up there about 9:15. I normally start the live streams at 9:30, but I was late tonight. Yeah. Do you know what, Shakira? That's what I've been doing. I've been chilling all day. I thought I'd have a rest day today. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've had a nice rest. Shakira just said they're just chilling all day, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I've done. I had a rest. Put a couple of shorts on, not like dressed like what you wear. YouTube shorts. I put some YouTube shorts on. Yeah, made some clips for this so that I can play things like this. Hang on. This is all of the people who watch the live streams, by the way.
It's a tiny bunch of nutters being watched over by a large team of moderators who encourage these people to think they have something worth saying. And people like you take them seriously, whereas nutters should be ignored. That is the proper purpose of a nutter, to be ignored.
Yes, very productive day. Yeah, made some clips, put some shorts on, had a rest, watched some Black Mirror. Saying to look up about bot fly. Oh, I've seen bot flies. I still think, well, the thing is, in the UK, you don't have to be concerned by bot flies. So ticks. So the concern over Lyme disease does make ticks most disconcerting. Yeah, I don't like ticks. My woods has a lot of deer in, so you do get ticks. And what makes the bollock tick thing stick in my head ever so slightly is Malk had a tick, and it was about that far away from his bollocks. Poor bastard. He only found it when he was in the shower. He'd been sleeping in the woods for 3 days. But so I stenciled the words, just stop oil on an old t-shirt yesterday. Gonna wear it Monday for a laugh. Saints, I never had. Well, I've never had a tick on me, and I don't want one. Shakira, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna butcher your name again, mate. How would you pronounce that name? I'm gonna call you Ammo, unless you. Oh, fucking hell, Black Mirror, yes. I did. Sorry, that went over my head for a second. Yeah. Oh, that'd be amazing. So Ammo. I can't. How would you say that name? Carbal Ammo. Ammo. There you go, Ammo. Sorry, mate. It's hard to tell people now. Hello, Danny. How you doing, Danny? You're on, mate. He said technology scares me. Well, you know what? If I had the money, I would have all of the latest technology you can get. I fucking love it. I just can't afford it. I would fucking love all that shit. Yeah, I love all that stuff. I think it's great living in this era that we have the technology we have. It's fucking amazing. But I know for some people they don't like it and it's too intrusive. But I don't give a shit personally. Now I'd have it all. I would have it all if I could. I just ain't got the money for it. But don't get me wrong. I totally get why people don't like it. Ammo said this is my 5th channel. My main channel is on a strike right now. Yeah, I went on your channel today, mate. I went on your channel today. You said there'd been some you've had some of your channels shut down, didn't you? But I remember you saying to me that you've got a channel, so I went and looked. That's it. Nick said Mike is an expert on dildonics. He just doesn't have the money for the I am. Yes, dildonics, whatever it is. I'm saying it. I would have it all, mate. I would have it all. I would. I fucking would. Saint said knives first, food second, PCs third. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yes. But I would. If I had the money, I'd have all of it. Ammo said, I'll be right back on the main. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I'd have everything. I'd have all the technology if I could. I love all that stuff, but I just can't afford it. I don't think you'd be a fucking menace on a 3D printer. I would. Oh, there's loads of shit you could, it's just having the ideas for it. And I do. I dream of that shit sometimes. Ideas that, yeah. I would, though. If I had the money, I'd have all of the latest technology. Nick said that's a genuine term for smart sex toys, by the way. Absolutely pissed myself. Oh, that's a great name, isn't it? Oh, Ammo Alchemist. There you go. That's an easier one to read. How you doing, mate? You right? What you been up to today? So for the Americans, it's probably only like 7 o'clock in the evening, isn't it? It's 5 to 11 in the UK. What have you lot been up to? What would you like to talk about? What would you like to talk about? Oh, that's your main channel, is it, Ammo Alchemist? All right. Well, comment on one of my videos later, and I'll come over and have a look at that. Danny said, if my toy was smart, I wouldn't have so many toys. Oh, there you go. Very true. Saint said, learned CAD and CAM in school. Piece of piss, and honestly, if you save up, it'll last a long time. Yes. Pete said, I want to get mood lighting in my bathroom to get you in the mood for what? You decide. Well, shitting. So what kind of light do you need for shitting? Brown light. Or is it brown sound? I love the word brown sound. Don't brown sound just sound exactly what it, Often when I go around Metallic's house and I've eaten too many vegetables, I like to do a bit of brown sound in her bed, not in her bedroom, in her bathroom. Well, I have done it in her bedroom before. Yeah, I like to leave a bit of brown sound. What she calls it singing Miley Cyrus songs, but it sounds like shit. Brown sound. I said it's 4:53. Chris, how you doing, mate? He said, my new business venture, dildo arse smasher. Yes, 9,000. We don't just make your day, we make your whole week. Now that is amazing. Yes. How you doing, Chris? Right, mate? Brown cow. Yes. This is what your ass says after you use the fucking arse smasher 9,000.
I'll have to take this abuse much longer.
That's right. Well, maybe this one.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm in Britain. I'm an alchemist. Yes, I am, mate. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Anyone watching? If the viewers peaks over anything higher than 30, let me know. Or if it's consistently over 30, after like another like 15 minutes, let me know it's still that high. Right? Thank you. It's just because I can't really see how many people are on. So it's convenient. If I do know, oh, nice, it's on 39 now. Well, don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way, please. And feel free to have a chat with us about anything you want. We'll talk about whatever. Any old shit, really. You know what I mean? Pete said, I saw a bloke squatting down behind a gravestone today. More than I said. No, he replied, just having a shit. That was a fucking great joke. That is fucking excellent. I love that. GMM. Oh, fuck. GMM messaged me today. Metallic, can you hear me? GMM messaged me today. He's all right. So basically, a good friend of mine, I hadn't heard from him all year, pretty much. And he's not done any YouTube videos or anything for a while. Like, well, all this year pretty much. So I was getting a bit worried. So I messaged him. He's fine. He just hadn't been answering. He said he don't look at his phone very often, and he hasn't been able to get out for walks because his hips and knees are fucked. Which is a shame because that's one of his favourite things to do. Jim, if you're watching, love you, mate. Emma said, I never made it to Britain, though. Furthest I've been away from where I live is actually Scotland. I have been to France, but to be honest, Scotland's probably further away than France is. From where I live. Yeah. Let's do that, shall we? Everyone tell me where you live. I live in Britain. Buckinghamshire is where I live. Tell me where you live. Tell me where you viewers are hailing from. Oh, that's right. Saint said, Mike went to enemy territory. All aside, I've heard parts of France are really nice. I was 12 years old. I can't hardly remember any of it. My favourite my 4, 5, 6 favourite memories of that trip were we was on a caravan site, which was fucking lovely, actually. I remember going off, walking around, just like exploring as 12-year-old kids with me, Malk, and our mate Trevor. We didn't know him, we just met him, and I went off with Trevor and just exploring, wandering around France on our own, about the age of 12. I remember playing in the arcade bit, and what they'd done in the arcade, they'd taken the door off to the bit where you put the coins in, so you could just press the button, so you didn't have to actually put money in it. I remember watching the fucking film, The Borrower's Down Under, because it was the only video they had in there. What's that, about 20 times? 5, 6 times. We got a couple of little Opinel knives each, but I lost mine pretty quick. And I remember playing with this kid, and I could hear like the family talk, like my dad talking to their dad, and we were playing with this kid. And I remember me and Matt getting this other boy in trouble quite a lot. And I just remember hearing the words, this bloke said it to his son, he said, if you keep messing around, I won't take you to Disneyland, right? We went to Disneyland, didn't see them there, got back, and I said, what happened? And he said he was so naughty his dad didn't take him to Disneyland. That was probably me and Malcolm's fault. I feel quite guilty for that, you know. Dumbledore, he says he's from Norfolk. How you doing? How you doing, Riggs? You're right, mate. Danny says from Nottingham. Chris from Scotland. Pete said, I took my missus to Australia last year. We'll go back and get her eventually. That's great. I love that. Yeah, that's a bit. I like to butcher the joke about I took my wife to the Caribbean. No, I took my wife on holiday. Fucked already. The joke revolves around saying I took my wife on holiday, and then it said Jamaica. No, took my wife to the Caribbean. Jamaica? No, she came willingly. The joke is better than that, Pete. Yeah, Pete knows the joke. Fucking hell, balls that up, don't I? I told you, I always balls it up. I don't know the full joke. Someone tell me the full joke. Hello, Marco. Yes. I took my wife to the Caribbean. Pete said, Jamaica? No, she came willingly. Emma Markham said, is it difficult to get a firearm in Britain? I've seen a few British gun tubers though. You can. So if you want a firearms license, you really need somewhere to actually be able to use the gun, if that makes sense. If you don't have anywhere to use the gun, you probably won't get one. Marco said, I'm in Italy. I'm happy I can legally... Oh, the other memory from France is going to the local town, seeing the gun shop, and in the gun shop's window, there was pump-action shotguns, flick knives, knuckle dusters, butterfly knives, all stuff like that. The dad said a clip for Mike telling a joke.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Exactly that, my friend. Exactly that. The market, I live in Italy and I'm happily, I can legally own spring stiletto collection, metal brass knuckles, throwing star collection, stun guns, but I cannot carry out of home. Yeah, well, up until about 4 years ago, Marco, you could still do that here, or 6 years ago. I think it was 2019 when they banned all those things to own. So if you still had them, you could own them, right? So I had at one point over 150 knuckle dusters, handmade. I had a flick knife, a couple of butterfly knives, homemade throwing stars, bought throwing stars, extendable battens, all of that stuff. Yeah, 2019 they banned it all, so I had to get rid of all of that stuff. Yeah, I had a fucking massive, extensive collection of knuckle dusters, and I used to make them. Thanks, I remember you making them. No clue how, but you always said they were easy. Well, you know, ain't that. They're hard work, but anyone could do it. The way I used to do it is fucking hard work. It involved a drill and some files. Yeah, a lot of filing. But, you know, that's the way I started doing it. That's the way I always did it. Yeah. Yeah, and ruined my shoulder. Yeah, because actually saying that, my queen, since I don't do so much stuff like that, I don't have the issue. So it is definitely doing things like that does it. So yeah, just pray to God I don't find a girlfriend who loves fisting, because I will be fucked. Well, she'll be fucked. We'll both be fucked. Oh my God. Sorry if I find myself highly amusing. Because I can see myself after there's a delay. So when I say things, about 5 seconds later, I can see it on my phone, and I see myself, and it makes me laugh. But I said, just as well you don't have problems with your forearm muscles. Well, no, they are strong as fuck. They are solid. Picture of repetitive written strain injury. Yes. They said I looked at brass bar today. It was 80 quid. Yeah. Well, how big was it? You can get some about that big, Pete, that should only cost you about 20 quid. And I know that because I looked into it. If you remind me, I will send you a link to it on eBay. It's like the best brass you can use for drilling and filing and machining. Right? Good night, Saint. Danny said, I'm going to get that wife. I'm going to get the wife fell asleep. Yeah, get her. Hello, Dato Buku Chava. Thank you. Glad it's not the wolf. So anyway, I was looking into brass. You get a bit about that big. It's about 20 quid. It's about 12 mil. Hello, David. How you doing, mate? But yeah, it depends what you're getting. Matata Dulcie passed out about 10 minutes ago into the final episode of Spartacus. Oh, wow. My arms, hands, and grip aren't as bad as my last wall session, but I stretched after this. Well, good. I'm glad you don't feel too bad, my queen. But yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, the stuff I found, Pete, I think it's about that big. And about 12 mil thick. So depending on what you want to make with it, that's definitely enough for one of them. Bloody hell. I said, yeah, I have good background. I'll still get flagged. Dato said, no, I love your wall. Thank you. I'm glad you like the wall. David said, do you use 177 caliber air guns in the UK? Yeah, well, I've got 2.2s, but you can hunt with a 177. Yeah, the main calibers are 177 and 2.2. They're the most common, but you can also get .25, which some people use, but it's not as common. But the most common calibers are 177 and 22. Danny said Texas is awesome. I had an AK when I lived out there. That'd be mental. Oh, so you're all alone. You're all on your lonesome, are you, my queen? Dulce's asleep. I'm glad you're not aching too badly, though. Dulce say they've got any aches and pains? Danny said I got a bit of trouble for having an American airsoft gun, so to say. And that's all. I asked in the shop today to double check, and my rat catcher will be fine for rabbits. They suggested a pointed tip sort of go through and getting closer to the target. It's like a Dulcie as fucked everything. I imagine if me and you go, I'm going to be saying the same thing. Maybe we'll have to leave me doing it till the next fucking time I come around, so I ain't fucking 16 fucking stone. Pete said, remember the old Prometheus hunting pellets? Yeah, I had them. Yeah, they're good, aren't they, Pete? I went to buy some of those a couple of years ago, but they're so expensive now. The thing is, pellets are expensive anyway. Compared to what they used to be. You used to be able to get 500 pellets, I think, for about a fiver. 500 2 pellets for a fiver. AccuPel ones. They're like 15 quid now, aren't they, for 500 pellets? Let alone getting bloody Prometheus. David said, laughing my ass off. Something is to blame for those stupid waiting periods. Metallics, I don't know what that is. Metallic said they sound like me on the normal day every time they try to move. Fuck's sake. Marco said you should live in Texas, mate, not in the UK. The government ridiculously banned even ninja knives. Zombie knives, fuck's sake. Yeah, they're banning bloody ninja. No, Metallic and Dulcie didn't have a gym session. They've been sort of wall climbing, rock climbing type thing. Not rock climbing, but wall climbing. Clip and climb walls was good fun, but I think I prefer the less crazy walls where I went with a favourite cheese the other day. It was so hot in there, I was sweating buckets. David said, last time I was in Scotland, I thought the law was cap and ball revolvers were legal and easier to obtain. I'm not sure, David. I know that I knew a bloke on here who had some lovely modern looking cap and ball revolvers, and you could just load up different cylinders. How many people are watching now, by the way? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Have a chat with us. Talk about anything you want. Within reason. Pete said, going to try bouldering. No harness needed. Yeah, never done that. Metallic said, you should go, Pete. It's fun workout for a change. Yeah, 31 people watching. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. If you're on a phone, just double tap the screen. David said, do you have any vintage guns? I think the oldest gun I've got is a ASI paratrooper. You ever heard of one of them? It's an air rifle. And I've got a Webley Mark 1 air pistol, which again is probably quite old. I think the ASI paratrooper is 50s or 60s. The BS, not the BSA, the Webley, I don't know how old that is, but pretty old, 40s maybe. Yes, I shall. If you would like me to officially name my Webley Dwayne, I will, just for you. You'll have to remind me of that, though. Yeah, ASI Paratrooper. Say it right though. What Dwayne Webley? Okay, let's see who knows their shit. I'll give you 20 seconds to answer this. What company did ASI turn into? David said, I wish Webley was a thing over here in the US. Great quality nostalgia. Pete said, why is it a rock of a gun? Don't know. Why is it a rock of a gun? I'm assuming that's going to be a joke, please. I'll tell you who ASI became in a second if no one knows. No. ASI became El Gamo. El Gamo became Gamo. Yes. Or ASI was El Gamo. No, it was Gamo. Yeah, ASI became Gamo. Yeah. El Gamo. So you needed Gamo guns that still do know that is what used to be ASI. I don't know what ASI stood for though. Yeah. I only know that from researching the ASI Paratrooper and finding out that later they became Gamo. Hello, Carrie. How you doing? I think you need one more gun. What gun do you think I should get? What gun do you think I should get, Carrie? Yeah, you can never have enough guns. You can never have enough knives. You can never have enough weapons. There's always room for one more. David, I had a Bren gun once. I had a Diak Bren, but I sold it. Yeah, I loved my Bren gun, but it was so fucking big. It was always in the way. You was always tripping over it and your fucking foot on it. And shit like that. And I thought about it was too big to put on the wall. If it was on the wall, I still have it now. Dumble Sailboat said that ASI Paratrooper was used in an episode of Doctor. I did not know that, Riggs. I did not know that. You know your shit, Riggs. I was right about ASI becoming El Gamo and Gamo, wasn't I? But sometimes I question it. David said, too big is a good problem. Well, yeah, but my foot didn't say that. Don't forget, everyone, if you would like to donate to the channel, help me out, you can, because YouTube is my only income, really. I don't sign on. YouTube is basically my full-time job, essentially. And I am monetized now. So if you would like to help, there's a link in the chat, a link in the description. You can either do super chats, but better is the coffee thing. But the coffee donations go straight into my PayPal, basically. It doesn't matter how much it is, but I do appreciate it if you do. Here's a little 30-second video showing you how to do it. Hello, D Dog Tactical. Welcome to the stream. That's good. Oh, Ammo sent you a nice one. Tell him I said thank you. Well, thank you, Ammo, when you're back on. Marco said, I have the same weapons you have on your wall, but in flag version. I have bought your merchandise. Have you done that? Have you bought the fucking? You bought the thing, have you? The I can't call it the banner. Nice. I knew someone had. Was that you? Dave says, fuck advertisements. Nah, it doesn't count if I do it. The advertisements don't count when I do it. They're very different. Danny said, I get paid in a couple of weeks. I'll sort you something out. Danny, it was you who partly paid for that, mate. So I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Yeah. But honestly, if you want to support, it does really make a difference. my channel is very different to other channels where they're getting a lot of money from a lot of different places. I don't really. You know what I mean? It's very minimal, and I don't have a second job. I don't sign on. I don't get benefits. Nothing like that at all. Basically, all the money I get comes through YouTube or me basically making stuff and selling it. But as I say, it's all good. If people can't or don't want to donate, that's fine. No one has to donate to get the content I do, but it just helps. And some people like to. Hello, the other Danny. How you doing? David said, "Do I need a certain app to purchase stuff?" Well, when I sell my stuff, most of it I just get paid through PayPal. I just do it through PayPal. It's the easiest thing. And depending on what people are buying, see, a lot of websites won't accept you selling things that are perfectly legal to sell. A lot of websites don't like any kind of weapons or anything like that, or crossbow accessories. So basically, you just have to get hold of me via my email and say, I'd like a quiver or whatever, and then I just do it through PayPal, really. You know what I mean? Because most websites don't like the stuff on there. I tried to sell my quivers and stuff through the coffee website, and they fucking shut it down. Yeah. My email is in the chat if anyone needs it, though. But yeah, any support is very much welcomed. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Yes, it is massively appreciated. $48 people watching. Get like and have a chat with us. Have a chat. Talk about anything you want. Anything you want. The only thing we don't really do is politics and religion. And all the fucking sex talk we keep doing keeps getting me fucking age restricted. But, who cares. Patrick Fox, how you doing? Good. Hello from Chicago. Love the weapon. Well, thank you. I'm glad you liked it, mate. Glad you liked it. Yeah, I'm just pouring a drink. It's 20 past 11 at night where I am. I'm glad you liked it, Patrick. Yeah, I've been collecting this stuff for probably, 30 years. So, Furious Philippines said, what's your EDC right now? So, I've just taken this out of my pocket. Hopefully you can see that. That is a well-used Cold Steel Pro Light. Okay. Could you see that properly? Sorry if you couldn't. Pete said, double tap the phone screen to like the stream. Thank you, Pete. Yes. Dropped. Hello, Dropped. How you doing, mate? He says, send a link later if you're doing like. I will be, mate. Yeah, I'll be on later, mate. Okay, I'll see you tonight, mate. Me, hello, how you doing? Said, thoughts on longbows. Yeah, I love longbows. I've got a longbow made by my twin brother. I've got a longbow and a takedown longbow. I absolutely love it. Yeah, and I made Metallica takedown longbow. Very first bow I ever made. Yeah, I like them. David said, recognise Cold Steel as soon as you opened it. Yeah, nice one, David. You know your stuff. Practice, how is it legal? I've heard many things about weapon laws. So, you can have lots of different knives in private. It's just the only knives you can carry legally without an excuse are non-locking knives with a less than 3-inch blade. But if you've got a reason for it, you can still carry a big knife, but you need a good excuse for it. So if you was going down the woods and you was dressed like you was going down the woods and you had a bag of camping stuff, yeah, you could do that. You could carry a machete. Dennis, how you doing? I said, you got an AK-74M? No. But I have got a bullpup AKM just there. Patrick said, that's okay, not as bad as I've heard. Yeah, Patrick, it gets a bit exaggerated. A lot of people think we can't own anything. You can own loads of things. I'll show you some of the stuff you can own. And this is stuff I made. Hang on. So, this is a sword I made. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, I made that. Could you see the guard on it? Yeah, it is made to sound a lot worse than it is. There's that. Things like that. Look at this. Warhammer. I can't really see what I'm doing. The problem is I can't see myself. So there's like a delay afterwards. But that's just the stuff I've got. I can, I got a cold steel Tanter up there. David said, have you got any Colt revolvers? Yes, I do. I've got a couple of Colt revolvers over there. But you can't see them. Pete said, even the UK media makes it sound worse. Metallic said, out with The Witcher. It's been ages since she made me. I'll get back up and grab it in a second, my queen, after I've had a wee in a minute. David said, let me guess, double-edged swords are elite. No, double-edged swords are fine over here. Yeah, double-edged swords are perfectly fine. This is a sword I made. Again, I'm probably going to struggle to show you. This is a sword I made. This is double-edged. I'm having to look at a delay afterwards. Yeah, this is double-edged, sharp. Yeah, you can have that. Oh, fuck it. I'll grab the Witcher now because it is. I can just grab it here. This is double-edged, little short, like half-size sword. Hello, Pamela. How you doing? Yeah, that sword's 6 foot long. That way. Pamela said you need an HK Mark 23 up there. Just got one, and I've never had a pistol that I love more each time I hold it. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Furious Filipino said, how tall are you? Well, I'm 7 foot now. 3 foot. Fuck you, Peach. Fuck you. Fuck you, Peach. Where's that fucking clip? Where is that clip? I'm not that tall, in all honesty. Mike's the famous dwarf. It depends. It depends who you ask. I'm going to say 5'6". I'm about 5'4". About 5'4", in all honesty. 5'4". This one goes up to Peach.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras. I'm being absolutely straight with you. A fucking joke?
David said, I thought I recognised that hobbit. Oh, yeah.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son? Just one of my least favourite things, that happens to be sarcasm.
Yes, sarcasm. I'm dying for a slash. There's 55 people watching. Get liking. Double tap the screen. Furious Filipino said, do you still have the Uzi? No, I sold it, mate. I sold it. No, I did have an Uzi for ages. Well, David said, let's see a cool bearded axe. I don't have one yet, but I'm going to make one. Go on, my queen. If you play a clip. Was that an accident? Hello, Thomas Tate. How you doing? I'm all right. Patrick said, do you have any ammo for any of them? I got inert stuff for them. Mounted in Italy for possessing any double-edged daggers or swords, we need a firearm permit. We must declare the possession at local police station. Yeah, cookery. The cookery's illegal. I've got an old style cookery. I've like a traditional cookery. I've got a modern cookery, and I've got a homemade cookery. The problem is I might be able to get the modern one in a bit, Yeah, cookery's illegal. Yeah, cookery's perfectly legal. If you're Filipino, said you can have anything you want. Yeah, yeah. That's my EDC at the minute. That's in my pocket right now. I'll have a bit of cold steel. And up there, I just happen to have this sat out. Our queen, which is metallic, she won't really like this one though. She don't like tanters. A shot. What else have I got interesting close up that people can look at? I want to show things that are unusual. Probably half of my stuff's been put away. What else have I got down here? Oh, hang on. Right. I say it's a cookery. This is the bastard. Right. Some people call it a bolo. It was when I made it. It was based off of a cookery. This is made from a cane knife. There's an Arkansas toothpick up there, Patrick. Listen to that for a sound. Yes, bowler or a leaf knife or yeah. Let's not have the same conversation we had last time as whether it's cookery or not. It's a bit like the fucking Derwalt fucking conversation. Furious Philippines had got any knuckles? No, I can't. Hello, Adele Youssef. How you doing, mate? You're right. No, I can't have anything like So I don't have anything illegal because if I did, what happens in the UK is if you get raided by the police and they find anything illegal, they'll take all your legal stuff as well. So I have to make sure every single thing I have is 100% legal. But if they ever do come here, I can say, okay, I'm not committing any crimes. You know, all my stuff's locked up. You know, all the knives and that are locked up. Stuff like that. Yeah. So now I haven't. Hello, Elliot. How you doing, mate? I just want to catch up a minute. David said the cold steel Tanto is one of the best knives in the world. I also love the Gerber and Buck for the generational knives as well. Yeah, definitely. Danny said there are arseholes like that in the UK. Yeah, so I have to make sure everything I have is totally legal. Now I have a couple of things that look like knuckle dusters, but you can't see them. So I've got this here. This isn't a knuckle duster, by the way. That is a hand strengthener. I keep that on the board just because it looks interesting. Because it looks like people go, "Oh, that's a knuckle duster." It's not. It makes people go, "Oh, it's got a knuckle duster," but it isn't. It's made of rubber. It's soft. But it makes people suddenly sort of go, "Oh," you know. And I've got a 2-pound weight that's shaped in a D. That's a little bit like a knuckle duster, but again, it's not. It's a weight. Yeah, that's the hand strengthener. Yeah. Yeah. Hello to everyone who's just joined, by the way. Don't forget to like the stream. If you're on a phone, just double tap the screen. Elliot said, do you have a 2-2 conversion to it? No. Furious said, I carry a baton every day as well for an impact weapon. Yeah, we can have old style truncheons here still, but you can't have extendable batons or straight batons or anything like that now. Well, you can have things like it. And if you're a martial artist, you can still have a... well, I don't think you even need to be a martial artist. You can still own a tonfa, but you can't have a side-loaded baton. Show my vertigo stick. Which one? The one with the lovely... The good head. The good head. I'm still waiting for some of that. It's been a while. Pete said all the guns on the wall are deactivated air guns. Yes. Ugh! Elliot said, "Who's the manufacturer?" Of the... Yeah, Elliot. That's a BB gun. That one. Sorry, I was trying to get some. Been a while since I used to have to I had vertigo, so I had to carry this for a while. But this is a self-defense extending walking stick with a lovely big heavy metal handle, pommel, leather grip, and it collapses down very small, but also then extends full size. You see that? Danny said, "Can you still carry Coubertons over there?" I got one last week. It depends what kind of Couberton it is. So if it's a hollow Couberton that can have spikes, no. A standard Couberton. The thing is, what I would do, Danny, if you want to carry something like a Couberton, I'll show you the perfect thing. Don't bother with an actual Couberton, even though you bought one anyway. They're still good. What you want, this is the last time I'm doing anything, getting anything. Yes, exactly, Furious Filipino. What you want is something like a stainless steel tactical pen. Hello, Trade, how you doing, mate? So yeah, we're not allowed to carry anything for self-defense, but you can carry things that could then be used for self-defense, but you're not allowed to carry it for self-defense. Basically, what that means is if you carry anything, never, ever, ever say it's for self-defense. Otherwise, even if you carry something that wasn't even a weapon, if the police said to you, "Why are you carrying it?" and you said it's for self-defense, that automatically means that thing's a weapon. You can be arrested for it. So never carry anything for self-defense. Carry it for writing, and that's a pen. Yeah, it has to have a legitimate reason as well. The problem with Coubertons, they are weapons, and they don't have any useful. They don't have anything useful that you can use them for other than self-defense. So if you're going to carry anything, my advice is make sure it can be used for something legitimate while you're out. Stainless steel tactical pens are fucking amazing. It's got a glass breaker. It's heavy. Look how long that is. So I can hold my thumb over that and look how much it's sticking out. Yeah. Tactical pen. Fucking great. Yeah, and it's a pen. And it can be used as a pen. And that's why I carry it. I carry it as a pen. Oh, yeah, if you're a Filipino or a flashlight, exactly, mate. I've got one there that's got very good instant strobe on it. Yeah. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, please. There's quite a few people watching, I think. "71 people. Yes, like the stream, everyone, please. And have a chat with me. If you want to have a chat, come and have a chat. We'll chat about anything. Mother said, "If you say you carry something for self-defense, you basically admit you're going to use it as a weapon." Yes, that's perfect, Mother. That's very good, easy way to put it. Danny said, "A pen is a good idea. I always carry notebooks with my medical supplies." Yeah, that's it. That's what you want, mate. That's what you want. Frank, he said, "Is the bullpup for sale?" Sadly not, mate. No, No, I'm not legally allowed to sell it either. David said it's always a tool and not a weapon. Exactly. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Just if you're on a phone, just double tap the screen. And cheers, by the way. I hope you're having a good night. Well, okay, Frank, how much are you offering? How much are you offering for it? Maybe I'll change my mind if you put in a good offer. Just consider this. It would cost me, well, it would it would cost me 115 quid to get it so I could legally sell it. Yes. 4K. Email me. What country are you in, though? You've got to be in the UK, otherwise can't do it. Can he do it otherwise? David said, always carry a fishing rod and a baseball glove. That means the bat and knife are justified. Yes. Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm going to rush off for a wee quickly. I think the longest clip I've got on here, Metallic, is the donation clip and the what do you want to talk about clip. So I'll press the donation clip now. After when that finishes, put the what do you want to talk about clip on. I should be back by then. So if anyone wants to donate to the channel, please do, because you massively help me out if you do. You can. This thing is an instant donation. We go straight into my PayPal. You can use debit card or credit card or PayPal. This is a little 30-second ad, and I just need to go to the toilet, and I'll be back. So for about a minute, some videos will play. All right. So I won't be long.
We just talk. We talk about anything. What do you want to talk about? What? Who said politics? Sport? Sex? Well, I think that's sort of typical of the kind of crowd that we pull. Sex, 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 sex.
I've always respected you.
I've never been fond of you.
Cheers.
When I was younger, I could have taken you any.
It's a tiny bunch of nutters being watched over by a large team of moderators who encourage these people to think they have something worth saying. And people like you take them seriously, whereas nutters should be ignored. That is the proper purpose of a nutter, to be ignored.
Right, I should be back now. That says my microphone's muted. Right, am I back now? No, it's not me. All right. Sorry. It's not always easy to tell doing it this way. Right, 48 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Mother said, always carry a multi-tool with me. Saved me many times. Yeah, well, Mother's not in the UK, so it's a bit different for him. Yeah, that's all right, my queen. I've realised it was. I had it so I could see your bit in case you came on. David said, do you do hunting or fishing? I've never really done any fishing. Not that I wouldn't. I haven't really had the opportunities. And every time I ever went fishing, I was always messing around doing other things. But yeah, I hunt very, very occasionally. But yeah, me and Metallic, and my cousin Ben went hunting recently. A bit of rabbit pest control, really. But that's still hunting. And we got a rabbit, and then the next day, Metallic skinned it and kept the skull. She's been prepping the skull and the ears, the feet, and the tail are in my shed right now. Yeah. Yeah, she and I'm the same, actually. Every time I have been hunting, if I ever get like rabbits and that, or even if someone gives me them, I'll try to keep as much as I can. Like I'll eat the meat, I will keep the skin. You know what I mean? Mother said he will not resist getting the credit card information for fishing. Tom said, don't be so modest, Mike. You got the rabbit. Well, yeah, I got the rabbit. But yeah, but we was all there. What's Richard doing? Peter, don't make it creepy, Rich. He's always making it fucking creepy. Pete said them 4 lucky rabbits feet didn't do it any good. No, they didn't. They didn't. Lieutenant said, would that torch mount fit on my rat catcher? What sights have you got on your rat catcher? Have you got a basically, yes, but you might need to add a specific mount. The mount I gave you, I think, fits on top of a... Yeah, if you've got a big sight on it, yeah, basically what that torch does, it just sits on top of the sight. So you'd have the sight and then you'd have the torch on top of it. And then you have that wire coming down near the trigger or near your foregrip. Yeah, it would. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it would, my friend. Pete said, yeah, if you ever picked any rail, you can add any torch. Yeah. No, I don't think the rat catchers do. But yeah, what I gave her, Pete, was a mount that can just mount on top of a sight. And you have your torch on top of your sight. Mother said, almost 60 viewers support WC and the CCC. Yes. Yeah, please do. Put a donation in or anything you want, you know. Leave me a comment. We'll talk about anything here. Ask me to show you something. You saw the little show and tell we was doing. I nearly made 4K on that gun, but then he found out I wasn't in the same country. Yeah, we need Spy-verse clips. But I don't know if that scares people away, my queen. How do we donate? Well, I just told you about 2 minutes ago. But if you would like to donate, there is a link in the description and in the chat. If you put !support, anyone can do that. You can either leave a super chat and then you can leave me any comment you like, or here is a little 30-second advert. Not 30-second advert, 30-second clip showing you how to donate. It's easy as fuck. Quick, hide yourself. You might be off screen. Right, where are we? David said, do you sell any swords? I do occasionally, mate. Yeah, I do occasionally. I'll tell you what I will be doing soon, though. I'll be doing a paid-for giveaway. So for each pound you pay, you get an entry into a giveaway. And hopefully that will involve a sword, a knife. And weirdly... Furious Filipino said, do you still make those pry bars? And it'll include a Survivor pry bar. And right here, Furious Filipino, I haven't made them for years. I'm going to start making them soon. And I've got a pry bar here ready to make one with. So yes, in about a week's time, hopefully, or in a couple of weeks, I'll be making one. And then I'm going to make some to sell again. Yeah. Peter, that's a callback. David said, if you make rabbit's root fillet knife, I'd buy it. A rabbit's foot fillet knife. Okay. I'll see if I can do that for you, David. I don't know if I've done that clip yet, mother. Yeah, I'll make some survival pry bars soon. I said I'm covering up my camera to save any mistakes tonight. As I said to David, I don't think the foot will be long enough or sturdy enough to make a substantial handle. Yeah. You'd have to have it just poking out the end of one, wouldn't you, I suppose? Some kind of hollow handle with the foot sticking out of it, I suppose, wouldn't you? Because even like a muntjac is really, really small. Muntjac feet are fucking tiny. Yeah, end of a bone handle. Pete said, I was thinking the same thing, Metallica. I was shocked last night. Yeah, Pete, that was one of these that happened last night. If I can find it.
Bit of a fuck up, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Attack said, oh, I kind of have ideas for the rabbit street. Yeah, okay. Yeah. David said, would be a sick fish enough. It would. But yeah, I'm going to make a couple of survival pry bars, or more than a couple. Yeah, it's been years since I made. Philip, Furious Filipino. Yeah, that's how I know you genuinely are a proper old school viewer. Mentioning the old pry bars. You know what? People loved those pry bars, but I found them quite hard to do at the time. I reckon I'd find it easier to do nowadays. So yeah, I'll be making one soon. And then I'll do a video, seeing if people still want them, which I know they do. Metallic said, it was the fact I tried to cover my face with my hand rather than the camera piece in sheer panic, and I was sober. Oh, fuck's sake. There's 40 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream if you just come on. And feel free to have a chat with us. If you're watching this thinking, oh, I'd like to join in this chat, please do. Please do. I try to reply to every comment going. You can ask me about the guns. You can ask me about myself. Anything you want. You know, we can have I can be your agony uncle. I can be your therapist. I can do anything you like. I am here for you. I can talk you to sleep. I can seduce you. I can do anything you want. Just ask. Hello, Josh Baggett. How you doing, mate? I can literally do it all. I am a man of many talents. I can do anything. Just ask. Yeah, how you doing, Josh? You all right, mate? David said, I got a simple filleting knife. Doesn't go through much damage. It's only for slices. I know, a simple, yeah. Use the old buck or mozzie and cut bones. Yeah, exactly. Mike, the therapist. Fuck you, Metallic. Mate, what's my favourite Glock? Glock 19. Glock 19, Elliot. Love you, my queen, you little shitbag. Mother said, buy your king a Spider's 12th for his birthday. Actually, saying that, if you would like to buy me a birthday present, it is my birthday in about 9 days' time. So if you'd like to get me a early birthday present, please do. Danny said, can you do a backflip? Well, depends how much you're paying. If you're paying enough, I would attempt a backflip right here. Yeah, I would. Depends how much you're offering. Yeah, Josh, I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. Yeah, I'll do anything if the price is right. Javier, how you doing, mate? You right? So go ahead, make my day. Yes, go ahead, make my day, punk. Or go ahead, punk, make my day. Pete said, I'll buy you a bandana. You need one? Yes, please, Pete. Yes, I would love that, Pete. I will still do I will still design some proper weapon collector ones. I'm still looking into making the design first. But yes, if you get me one, Pete, I would massively appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Metallic said the honest trailer on the Discord was funny as fuck. Well, I only got 3/4 of the way through it, and I thought it's doing too many spoilers. I don't want to see anymore. I want to watch that film first. Put your offer in, Danny. Put your offer in. You got to put your offer in first, though, and I'll tell you whether I accept it or not. And then once the money is in my bank account or PayPal, I will do it. David said, how much to chug a beer? Well, I only have vodka and tonic. Not enough. 100 quid to a backflip in here. The thing is, I might not be able to walk for like fucking 6 months afterwards. So, you know, it's got to be quite a lot. David said, I'm trying to figure out PayPal and how to donate. Yeah, it can be a pain in the ass, can't it? The taxi, I'm surprised you didn't know it off by heart. What's that? I know I've not seen that film yet. What? No, Tombstone, I've not seen it. Oh yeah, maybe I should. I don't know. I'll tell you why I don't do a Nightbot PayPal link. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later why I don't do that. Remind me. Yeah, I've not seen Tombstone yet. I've got it on DVD up there ready to go. I've got it up there ready to go. I tried to, I can't. Doesn't work. I've tried to do that. It doesn't work. Josh said, don't get me wrong. I know Tombstone's amazing. I love my westerns, but I just I fucking love them. But I need to be in the right mood for them. Josh, I have seen both True Grits. I own both of them. I think they are fucking amazing films. Yeah, I love True Grit. I love the John Wayne one and the Jeff Bridges one. Yeah, I think they're both really good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of westerns. It's just I haven't got around to Tombstone yet because I haven't been in the mood. I need to be in the mood for certain films. And I know when I watch Tombstone, I'll love it. I know I will. Without gutted, can you make another one just for YouTube? Maybe. I think I'll think about that because then, well, the problem was what it is. I used to have an exact weapon collector YouTube and PayPal account, right? Weapon Collector and Weapon Collector 1 ones have been shut down, so I can't actually use those. I know I could use a Weapon Collector Mike or something, but I mean, Dave said, "What's your favourite UK war film? Zulu or Waterloo? Oh, I don't know. Zulu probably." Pete said, "I watched True Grit as a teenager and didn't like it." Which one did you watch, Pete? The Jeff Bridges one or the John Wayne one? You might like them later when you're a bit older. I don't know, Pete. Maybe they're just not your like thing, but I really like them. I'm not massively into the old 50s or earlier 50s and 60s westerns. I don't think the music's that good, but True Grit is amazing. Yeah, I'll look at it, my queen. Josh said Jeff Bridges is one of my favourites. I like how gritty and realistic it is. Yeah, I really like both versions of True Grit. I think they're as good as each other. I look down there because that's where my westerns are. You didn't like it, Pete? Yeah, well, you know, fair enough. I get it. Good night, Pete. Lovely having you on, mate. Send me a message about whatever it was we said. I can't remember what it was now. Brass. Take care, Pete. Nice having you on, mate. Good night. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Are you off, Peach? Yeah, you're in bed, aren't you? I haven't sung you to sleep with my dulcet tones then, Peach. Don't make me pick the microphone up and shout down it to wake you up. Good night, Peach. Love you, mate. Yeah, have a good night, and I hope your headache fucks off. David, how do you feel about Australian films? I love Australian films. Yes, I love them. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Australian stuff. Australian TV, Australian films, yeah. We've been watching, Wolf Creek's great. We've been watching Jack Irish recently with Guy Pearce. Guy Pearce is one of my favourite actors. Josh said, I've been watching the I don't know what that is, Bass Reef series. Quigley Down Under. Now, that's a name I haven't heard for a long time. Yeah. Talking of Down Under, I wonder if Mr. X will come on later. Right, it's 32 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Good night, Pete. Take care, mate. You know what will send you to sleep, Pete? You probably never heard this term apart from me saying it. It might sound a bit weird being told to do this by another bloke, but have yourself a hand shandy before you go to bed. And if you don't know what a hand shandy is, look it up. Oh, I have no idea why it's called that. Ever. I've never known why it's called that. I hope that comes up if you Google it. I'm going to ask AI what a hand shandy is. I'm going to pretend I'm naive and didn't know what was happening. Well, good point, my queen. White fluffy foam on your hair. Good point. They are. You've got up there. I'm going to see if AI knows. Someone just told me to have a hand shandy. What is that? So I even said it in a nice, naive voice. Just in case people weren't sure. Oh, hang on. It did come up with it. Isn't that great? Oh, I never knew why it was called that. Danny said, I like Fred's, the old one, but quite good. I live in Sheffield for a while. Do you know what? When I watch Fred's, Danny, for me, for most people, that is a harrowing film of no hope. And, for me, I watched Fred's and I was like, oh, well, I might actually be able to survive the fucking the nuclear apocalypse, and I don't care if all my teeth fall out and I have to fucking fuck that shit. I'm up for that. I'm up for that. Toiling the ground and I'm still alive. It was for me. Threads is a story of hope and salvation, and yes. I said Peter's gone, so I'll say it. Threads, and lose your ability to form words. Yes, well, I already have that. Don't it sound like I should ask the wife before I look it up? Well, I asked AI. Just said it's on Amazon. I'm pretty sure it's Taylor Sheridan, same writer as Yellowstone. What's that, Josh? Oh, what, the one you said? Okay, I'll look that up. What do you mean lose my ability to form words? That happened years ago. So, my queen, it looks like I should be having a chat with the Drop tonight. Just me and him. Coming on? Fancy a chat? Bass Reeves. Okay, I'll look into that, Josh. Bass Reeves series. Josh Baggett told me about it. Hello, Penny. You coming on for a chat later? Alan Rickman just died. He just died. Bass Reeves series. Oh, okay, yeah. Lawman, Bass Reeves. Yeah, nice one, mate. I'll check that out. Just come up. Well, David, I don't know. We don't do food talk late at night. Now, I'll let you off tonight. We won't worry about the food talk late at night because it's a drinking session tonight, so I would be eating anyway. And Chinese, but let's not talk about food too much there. Let's not do too much food talk. Can't handle that shit tonight. It's pronounced. Don't you start the Jew dropped. Don't you bloody start. I've had enough. Hang on, dropped. Because you didn't. Did you get involved in this conversation earlier? This is coming from a bloke who actually uses tools. You don't say fucking Walt, do you? D-U-H, Walt. You don't say Walt, do you? Surely you have some sense dropped. Surely you have some fucking sense. Fuck, Gary Oldman dead, is he? Sorry, I just shouted that. Fuck off. Fuck off. Gary Oldman's not dead. Is Gary Oldman dead? I just shouted that. Mandela effect. Is Gary Oldman dead? No, he's not dead. Fuck's sake, Mr. I shouted that. I would have woke people up then. No, Gary Oldman's not dead, you little fucker. You made me laugh. Oh, God, you make me fucking laugh. D-Walt, exactly, dropped. Drop those. Was you not on for the D-Walt fucking discussion last night? I think he must have died recently. Well, he died in 1995 when he fell off of Nakatami Plaza.
I don't believe I'm having to do this again, Michael.
What day to die?
DeWalt.
That day.
DeWalt.
He died hard that day, Michael, and your mic's still on.
DeWalt.
Fuck you, you fucking spaz. You're wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong.
What, are you retarded?
No, that would be you.
I'm never wrong. Thanks for the queen.
Yes, you are.
No, just been busy dealing with rails till 7. Didn't make it back to 8. I know you weren't on. Was you dropped? You would have backed me up 100% drop. Me and you would have been right. Even Persio, fucking. Even Persio, fucking. What's the word for it? Betrayed me last night with his fucking bullshit. Yes. It's all right. The worst thing is, though, dropped, right? I've improved it twice. None of these lot accepted like they couldn't prove it once, right? None of these lot could prove it at all, not even once, right? They couldn't prove it. I proved I was right twice, so that means I was right 3 times. I asked these lot to apologize. None of them would do it. And that's what hurt my feelings so much. And I even swear to God, on my deathbed when I'm 150. Yeah, don't laugh. I'm going to die when I'm 150. My last words are going to be D-Walt. And someone's going to say, what's that all about? And then they're going to find these live streams. And Tat said, was right, I think. This is the words you're searching for. Go on. Hello, Tactical. How you doing, mate? You're right. D-Walt. D-Walt is the only one who would back me up there. D-Walt, shut up, Daddy. Oh, God. I forgot you had a busy day. Yeah, I'll definitely be on tonight. Dropped for a late night one if you're up for it. The chat said, thanks, Josh. Penny, why are you making me sad? My memory is so bad that. Oh, Penny. Take a look at that. Thank you, by the way. I did one of them. I still got the other 2 to go yet because I still need to get more rice. Drop said, my angle grinders are D-Walt. Takes years to kill one. So the main question is, though, Dropped, do you say D-Walt or do you say it some other stupid way that don't make no sense? So, Drop, let me know. That's the most important question tonight, Drop. Do you say D-Walt, say I do, the way I do, or do you say it the wrong way?
Stop it. Get some help.
This will be the final. This will be the final thing. It's all down to the dropped here. Don't let Penny influence you. Even though I love Penny to death, don't let her influence you here. David says he says D-Walk, which is right. Yeah, D-Walk. The drop said, I just call it a grinder, but it's D-Walk. Yes, done. Sorted. I've won. I can die happy now. I can't though. Do you know why I can't? Because you lot didn't apologise to me. As I said, dropped. It's not the fact it's pronounced D-Walk or anything like that. It's the fact, yes, I have these issues. It's the fact that I have these issues. It's the fact that they wouldn't apologise for being wrong. Okay, drop. Record it and send it on Discord. It's actually because we all know how good American like pronunciation. Well, that's why if the drop doesn't say D-Walk, it doesn't matter. Do you know why? Because I can just say, well, he's an American, so it doesn't count. Because we all know that Americans, the person who wrote their dictionary, deliberately wrote the words wrong so that they said their words differently to people in the UK. And that's acceptable. I can take that. Johnson, are they coming at you? Yeah, well, they weren't saying D-Walk, they were saying DeWalt. DeWalt. Which I say DeWalt. Hello, Ronald. How you doing? He said, the Volt is how we say it in Denmark, but we can't speak if you ask any other country. Yeah, the Volt. You know, Ronald, I think I'd expect the Volt rather than DeWalt. It's DeWalt. 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 These nuts, exactly. Let's get off of that. The problem is I'm going to be obsessed with this now until Metallic or Persia or the others will apologize. None of them will apologize to me, and it's just not acceptable. Penny said it, or it could be the Saxon noun swap, a language phenomena. Yes. It's not going to happen. Well, I know it won't from you, you little shitbag. I know you won't fucking do it. You know what I say to that, though? Fuck you. But also, I love you, my queen. I think you're great.
I've always respected you.
I've never been fond of you.
Cheers.
And when I was younger, I could have taken you any time.
Yeah, and what Metallic doesn't realise, she was the younger one of the two there. Fucking D-Walked. D-Walked. Just ask someone who's actually done a bit of work in. Sorry, that came out really wrong then. The fucking hell, I was gonna go down the line of being massively insulting then. No, sorry. I take that back. I'm not gonna be a bastard about it. But you're not wrong. Fucking hell. Well, I think my vindictive side nearly came out then for a bit. Tackle. I just called you Tackle there, you fucker. Tactical. He said, I could have taken you off, but the part doesn't cut it now. In fact, you and Tactical are the only people I've ever known to. Well, honestly, and I'm not just saying it, last night was the genuine truth. I have never heard anyone say it any other way than D-Walk. Honestly, when I used to do the flooring and we had D-Walk tools, if you ever spoke about D-Walk tools, they said D-Walk. They said D-Walk. Not DeWalt. Fucking DeWalt? Honestly, I've never heard anyone ever say DeWalt. Or whatever the fuck you fucking say. Yeah. But I'm not claiming I'm right, but I am. Furia said, can you show us your D-Walk? I don't have any D-Walk to show you, sadly. I don't have any D-Walk. But I think we need to move away from the D-Walk. We don't have D-Walk. They are too expensive. We just dream of such luxury. Let's just settle this. By Black and Decker, yes. Furious said, I got some in my boot. Trade said, I say D-Walk the daft way. You don't say D-Walk, then you say DeWalk, do you, Trade? But are you American, Trade? Because if you are, I'll let you off. Ozzy, how you doing, Ozzy? You're right, man. He said, enunciating consonants and staying on your own continents, not the strength of the British. Too right, mate. Too right. Too right. Yes. You read me like a book. Literally. Yes, I'll give you a little clap for that one. Trade to the but I'm Scottish. Well, yeah, but Persier was saying fucking Darewalt as well or whatever. Can I say cutcree? Cutcree? Do you mean the knife? I don't have a cutcree, mate. Cutcree is the part of the pantry that the cuck goes to. So if you're ever in a place that has a chair looking at a bed, that's the cuck chair. And then after the cuck has had a wank in the cuck chair, they go to the cutcree where they make some food. Okay? Matthias said, with a name like Trade, you have to concede. No, not at all. Not at all. That's how I'm having a great. I am tactical. I am now. Now, how you doing, tactical? You're right, mate. You've been out tonight, then. Fucking cut crew. I know. I'm teaching people important things tonight, Josh. Danny said my wife's ex is one. I stole her. What a cuck. Does he go to the cuckery to eat? Ronald said, well, if you want a good laugh, just hear how Danish pronounce things like chocolate, Peugeot, it's a Peugeot, and even some of our city names like middle farts. Oh, God. Yeah, don't blame me, tactical. Yeah, I decided to have a drink. I wasn't gonna. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I'll do a late night one tonight. A chocolate Peugeot, yes. Peugeot. The drop said, does anyone find it odd that every hotel has a cup chair in the corner? I don't know. No, I don't find it odd. No, I don't. I find it accommodating. And it's I think that cucks appreciate it, and I think they think it's what's the word? It's inclusive, yes. What they really need to do though is have special compartments in the arms. So you open up the arms, lube, wipes, pink towel maybe, yeah. Trump said, go to your next WC match. Just buy a chocolate Peugeot next spring. Yes. Fuck's sake. Ozzy said, I'm not saying Hot Fuzz was documentary, but... Oh, God. Where do you live, Ozzy, anyway? Where do you live? I keep thinking... So, when I keep glancing at Ozzy's icon, it looked like a penguin. I realise it's not a penguin at all. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. If you're watching on the phone, you can just double tap the screen. Danny said, the same with Porsches. They say it's different in Texas. I was trying to get insurance over there and had a big argument. Oh, yeah, Porsche. Yeah. That's the stupid way to say it. How do you say Adidas? Matat said, available in 2 shapes. A bottle of bucky or a joint, yes. That I think the only time WC would hate a cut chair is watching somebody drinking booze. That would become a torture chair. Dropped up the tactical, for fuck's sake. The doctor said, pick me up a Hot Fuzz phone case. Did you really? Nice one. Do I have a chamber pot? Yes, I do. I do have a chamber pot. Although it may be full of something else at the minute. Yeah, on Nike. This is what I mean. There are no wrong pronunciations of words apart from Dewalt. Dewalt is literally the only word that has to be said Dewalt. I've looked it up multiple places. I said it was Dewalt. The internet said it was Dewalt, and a bloody bloke said it was Dewalt, right? And the people I worked with said it was Dewalt. And as far as I'm aware, the drop says it's Dewalt. So it's Dewalt. Everyone else is wrong. Fucking suck it. You're making me tut every time you say it now, Mike. Yeah, because the thing is, my queen, I love you, right? You can't handle the truth, can you? And it's not even that. It's not even that you and everyone else can't handle the truth. It's that you can't
take this abuse much longer.
It's that you can't apologize for being wrong. All it would take is one of you lot to go, sorry, Mike, you were right. And I would stop. I'd never mention it ever again till next week. Ozzy said, hot fuzz, seriously. I'm not saying it was documentary, but seriously. Yeah, I don't know. I've only ever watched Hot Fuzz once. My dad did, you, sir, can kiss my ass. It's okay, my queen. I know you ain't going to fucking say it. I know you ain't going to say it. And that's fine. I can live with that. But Pergio, Peach, the rest of them, whoever it was, I felt betrayed. I was literally all my nights as my queen betrayed me last night. And you say you tut. Mother said, who is your best friend? I know it's your Bond, Leatherman Bond. But that said, they are now my nights. Oh, wow, what if I divorced you, stopped you being my queen? And then you'd be nothing in relation to royalty anyway. It'd always be something. Ozzy said penguins are the most smug bird. I agree with you there. That was a piss off. I said it right last. No, Tactical, you're right. Tactical, I never mentioned you in it, Matt. Tactical. Yeah, but Tactical. Sadly, I've never included you in the nights because you always wanted to be the king's jester. And once you said that, that's stuck forever. Tactical can be one of our nights anytime he wants, but he always offered up to be the jester, so that's stuck. David said, what night would be at the round table? Roland versus Lancelot. Roland every time. Andy said, how smug do you have to be for God to make you a bird and not fly? Exactly. Metallic said, not very, considering how many cats exist. What the fuck was that noise? Right. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. There fucking should be loads of you watching. I think there is. 29 people watching. Get liking. That's a true. Why change your habit of lifetime? You can be the night jester, Tactical. You can be the night jester. One of a kind. David said, would you rather eat a cat or a dog? A dog. I'd rather eat dog. Do people eat cats? I'd eat a dog. I'd eat a cat. Especially in all truthfulness, right? Because people get really weird and squeamish about that. If you live in a country where they eat dogs and cats perfectly normally, and that's acceptable, that's no different than eating chicken or a cow or shit like that. That mean, yeah. Bear White, how you doing, mate? You all right? Good to see you too, mate. What have you been up to? Yeah, I'd eat cat and dog, all that shit. I'd eat all that. Give me a nice fillet of dog. Yeah, a bit of canned cat. Yeah, Josh said, what penguin could you take in a fight? You'd have to have your hands tied, though. I suspect, I don't actually know how big how big a penguin is. I think I could kick the shit out of a penguin with just my feet, yeah. Pretty sure I could kick the shit out of a penguin, just my feet. Yeah. To anyone just joining, there are a couple of things we don't talk about.
We don't tolerate religion or politics in here.
There we go. Those said I wouldn't mess with a happy feet. That guy's crazy. But Whiffy, you're all good, mate. You're all good. It's just now we're just it's a Saturday night. Just trying to have a good laugh and have a nice little relax, mate. You know what I mean? You know, Whiffy. But without, I know I've just said I ain't going to talk about it, but where I live, it's all right anyway. But yeah, but no, let's go on to more. Let's not get into too deep shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, Whiffy, you're all right, mate. Are you in the UK then? I'm just having a bit of a drink, got a bit of vodka. Oh, there you go, Bearwire. Just as you said, a bit of cheap vodka. Cheapest stuff you can get, but it does the job. You know what I mean? I am drinking vodka and tonic water. Right. I'll probably be in here till about 1 o'clock, and then I'll go outside and do an outdoor stream. But it'll look like I'm indoors anyway. In my Wendy house, as we call it. Yeah, I think I'll probably stay in here till about 1-ish. I shouldn't have. I never seen I'd let you not talk about food. You'd not shut the fuck up about it. Let's change the subject. Fuckers. Shut it, will you? Whiffy said, "What's my favourite beer?" Oh, I don't know, mate. Oh, I'll tell you what. So, I like strong beer. I quite like 9% beers. And the cheapest one you can get where I live is called Carpacki, I think it's called. About £1.70 a can. It's 9%. Oh, it's lovely stuff. Good night, mother. Take care, mate. Danny said, I'll stay up for the stream. Got another bottle to get through. Nice one, yeah. I'll stay in here till 1, and then I'm going to stop for a little bit, and then yeah. Well, Kestrel was good. Kestrel used to be about 9%. I don't know if it still is. Orangi Boom was always about 5, wasn't it? Yeah, I used to drink Orangi Boom. Yeah. That Carpacki, they're like 9%. They're good shit. And it's, yeah, Super Tenants. You know what, Trade? I would still drink Super Tenants, but they're about fucking £2.50. You got a warning for a typo? What did you accidentally write then? Oh, SS Sweet. I wondered why that came up. Yeah, SS Sweet Dreams. Fuck's sake. I didn't realise that. Dactyl said you could get stronger Orangi Boom. Oh, I did. Yeah, I've never seen that, mate. You could get stronger Orangi Boom, but as rare as me putting my hand in my pocket around. Yeah, I've never had the stronger Orangi Boom. I'd be well up for that. Yeah, I prefer. So I never used to drink. So if I could drink anything, if I had no issues with any like health issues or like, so I quite like cider, but cider makes my teeth hurt. Yeah, I'd love a bit of cider, but yeah, and then you have risk because I'm a bit overweight. You have risk of getting gout and shit like that from beer. Josh said, "Do you brew?" I used to brew my own booze. What I used to do was I used to make what I would call half-strength vodka. It was basically sugar wine. It was the wash to make spirits, but you could make that shit in about 3 days, 3 or 4 days. You'd use Alcotech turbo yeast, and that would ferment alcohol to about 21%. It depended what you wanted. 21%, it'd take a week. But smack bang on that week, it'd be 21%, and it would look like a pinkish milky colour. And then you're supposed to clear it, get rid of all that. And then, but I used to drink it like that sometimes, and I think that's what gave me gout a couple of times, because you're drinking like fucking alcohol, like loads of yeast in it. And I used to do shit like that all the time, and it's not good for you. So, no, I don't brew any booze myself now because I'm not responsible enough to do it. Because I'm a little twat like that. Danny said you can make your own. Yeah, get yeast. Yeah, that's it. Well, I used to make my own. I didn't used to make beer. I used to make the strongest alcohol you could physically get. But, yeah, it wasn't good for you. I've been out and I've drunk like 2 litres of this stuff. And I've given like half a litre to other people, and they're laid on the floor. They're laid on the floor puking because their system can't handle it. There's me. I drink 2 litres of it, and I want more. I used to really enjoy that stuff, but it was dangerous. Yeah, it was dangerous. Danny said I've been in some states with a potato whiskey hospital a few times. Yeah. Metallic used to make homebrew. I had some Everclear recently. I had, I think it was a litre of Everclear bought for me by Dulcie, who's around Metallic's house at the minute. They're asleep at the minute. Yeah, that was good shit. 95% or 180 proof in America, whatever it is. 190 proof, whatever it is. There's very strong stuff there. Yeah, that was some proper alcohol. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. And don't forget you can donate to the channel if you want. My birthday soon. You can leave me a little early birthday present if you like. You can do a super chat or a coffee donation. How much? I'm about 16 stone. I weighed myself earlier, Filipino. I'm 16 stone. I need to lose about 4 stone, really. Tank said, what the fuck is... Isn't that the stuff that got Gaper into orbit? Or Everclear? Probably did. Trey said, love Buckfast, but it rots your insides like beer and red wine. Yeah, I am. My birthday is the 29th of April. So, yeah, I love a bit of Buckfast. I do love a bit of strong alcohol and high nicotine, not high nicotine, high caffeine. Yeah. Yeah. Who needs drugs, mate? Hello, Thomas. How are you? Don't you have to be in the military to have weapons in England? No, you don't. You don't. Hello, Thomas. Anyway, you all right? Fury Philippines. How many old now? How old am I? I'm so on the 29th of April, I'll be 45. Do I look 45? I was laughing because I'm waiting for someone to write 60 now. Danny said, I'll set a reminder. Me and the wife will get some. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. Shut it, Tactical. Just because you look your age, 75. Hello, Pedro. How you doing? Thomas said, I look 47. Thanks. Or are you saying you're 47? I will do a stream for my birthday, on my birthday, and I'll do a stream on the closest weekend. Fucking hell, Pedro. I didn't see that comment when I said hello. Yes, do not be a dick. There's no need. There's no need. Just come on and have a laugh. Thank you, Bearwire. Yeah, I will do a video on my I'll do a live stream on my birthday. Paul, how you doing, man? He said, what's with all the toys? Well, that's just stuff I've collected for. The thing is, right, a lot of people don't understand this, right? So I collect weapons, but that's no different from someone who collects cars or dolls or stamps. You know what I mean? I'm just a collector. You know what I mean? International Glacier. How you doing? I fucked that up. Shout threats from inside his house. It's quiet outside. A 45-year-old gang member named... What? I don't know. It's not me. I'm not a gang member. What gang am I part of? What gang am I in? I'm in the drunk gang. Danny said, I'm 26. Thought you were my age. That's what everyone says, Danny. That's what everyone says, mate. I can't help it if I'm young, attractive, and young, single, attractive, and looking 20 years younger than my age. You know, it's just that's my good, rugged looks, right? Fuck's sake. Dad said, you need to put the birthday clip on it. I do. But it's not my birthday yet, so. Thomas said, I see you have a cowboy pistols. Are they? No, they are Denics. They are Denics. Metallic said, it's cause you're single, you look younger. Metallic said, WC is SAS. Swigs in, he's Shandy, yes. It is. If you look, I've got a twin brother, right, who's younger than me. My younger brother. So my twin brother is slightly younger than me. He looks about 10 years older than me. And that's purely down to stress. That's from having a missus, having a hard outdoor job in the sun, and a lot of stresses. Hello, Trey Sean. I like that name, Trey Sean. How you doing, mate? How many guns do I have? I've never counted them. I know I have 21 crossbows at least. Danny said, fellow drunkie, welcome to the hood. Trey Sean, I like that name. I don't know what it is. Yeah, how you doing, mate? How many guns do you have? Well, I've got a lot, but the normal question is, are those guns real?
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
Ah, so he's a lunatic that you don't even know. Oh, fair enough, mate. Yeah, that don't sound good. Tom said, what brand of beer is that? That's a vodka and tonic water. It's the brand. Digby said, do I have a Barbie? Yeah, I do. It's outside, and I'm going to use it on my birthday to cook my dinner. All right? I'm assuming you're talking about the Australian kind of Barbie. I don't know why I said that. Everyone calls it a fucking Barbie, don't they? Metallic said, support for Mike to buy a life-size doll. Furious Filipino says, show us your water closet. Did you know that I have my own custom emoji in the chat? Someone who knows what they're doing, put my custom emoji in so people can see it. Trayshawn said, can you shoot your guns? I can, but I can't now because you can't shoot guns on live streams. There you go. Look, Metallic's just put my custom emoji on there. Yes. I can put a shrimp on the Barbie, but I'll do that on my birthday. Right. Don't forget to like the stream, by the way. If you're on sorry, pardon me. If you're on a phone, just double tap the screen. Yeah. Leave me a birthday gift. Put a super chat in. Put a donation in. Apparently everyone spent their money on Easter right now because I've not had a single donation. Danny said, I know how the lad feels. They are worth it, them female creatures. Oh, by the way, just in case you weren't aware.
That's the funnest place to be.
And I hope you're having a good time, because I are. Fucking hell, I are. I'm not even that pissed. This is sometimes why I think I might have a bit of the this is probably a massive weight, but I have a bit of the spurg sometimes. I think I was reading the next thing I was going to put on, which was, "Are you not entertained?"
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
The spurg or the tism? Yes. Danny said, I can buy your emoji. Metallic said, "Can you do stickers on Super?" Yes, I can. Yes, I can do super thanks, super stickers, and super thanks, super stickers, and super chats. Talk to Danny. Can I buy your emoji? Don't bother buying the WC one. That's free. Yeah, you don't need to buy that one. That comes for nothing. That has nothing to do with toilets. That's Weapon Collector. That stands for. That's Weapon Collector. That has nothing to do with toilet. That's nothing to do with toilet. That was made for me by Google because I'm that famous. What you don't realise, I've been around since the early days, and they just appreciated me for the excellent human being I am. So they created the WC emoji, and then because the other thing is what it was before, I think before 2008. The phrase WC didn't exist anywhere, and then so I started live streaming quite a lot, and then Google and all these other things, they started the WC emoji just for me, and then that spread off the internet and went to real locations, the real world, and then you'll now go around places, you'll see the WC logo all over the place, but it just so happens that they put it near toilets a lot purely because they watched my live streams and they noticed I go to the toilet quite a lot. So somehow I think it was like a mistake between like the Chinese and Google, and the translation didn't quite go. They just associated toilet, Weapon Collector, and then it's stuck now. So yeah. So if you ever go near a toilet and you see the word WC, that is nothing to do with toilets. That is me. I'm not a toilet, but yeah.
Well, you have to know these things when you're a king, you know.
Let me jump. James had a triple day to scream crap on top of my voice. The problem is I would. Okay, Jason, if you donate 50 quid, I will. Donate 50 quid, I will. Just in case people don't realise. Because you're probably wondering why I keep getting referred to or refer to myself as a king. Well, that's why. Danny said, I dare you, my favourite word. What's your favourite word? I'm assuming it's cunt. That's everyone's favourite word. James said, can you show us some of the blades? Yes, I can. How about this one? Just listen to this. There you go. The king of the knuckle dusters has got a crown on. That's why they call me the king. That's why I call Metallic my queen. That's why I call the people who are watching that I trust my knights. Okay? Did you not know I was the king of the knuckle dusters? Now, I never called myself king of the knuckle dusters. I was called it by my public. I'm the good kind of king. I'm the kind of king that was... I'm like Jon Snow, that people wanted me to be their king. So I became their king. I wasn't born into this. I wasn't born into it. I was basically cast into it. There you go. There's my Excalibur. Jason, I fucking love you, mate. Did you just see that, Metallic? And Dropped and all these people who always claimed, and Peach and all that, who always claimed that wasn't a cookery. See that? Oh, I love cookeries. Jason, I'd knight you right now if I could. Jason is knight of the cookeries. He knows his shit. He doesn't say it's a fucking bolo. Richard's the bastard who says it's a bolo. Richard Strains can go strain on a bog. Alex said he is a patient and kind king. I am. And depends on my mood. Danny said the knife could get rid of a wife. I'm quite a good king. Jason said I've got a combination of Viking and Northern European arming sword. It's a normal arming sword, but with slightly shorter blade. And I decided to put Viking furniture on because I felt like it. You know what, Jason? That sounds fucking excellent, mate. That sword I just showed you, I made that one. Lieutenant said the wife gets the knives. Yes. So this is another one I made. This is inspired by the Witcher 3 game. This is a very small, half-size version of Series Ziriel Swallow Sword. Yeah, I made that. Made the sheath. The sheath is made of leather. Metallic said, you know the one you don't have to pay for the Witcher 3. Yes. I'm the king of the knuckledusters, mate. Hopefully this will draw the fucking viewers in. Who's that twat with a fucking crown on? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, please. If you do like it, just give it a double tap on the screen if you're on a phone, or just find the 3 dots, I think, and you can like that way. But yeah, cheers, everyone. It's been a good night tonight. So at about 1-ish, I'm going to stop this stream, but I'll start another one for a bit. And then if people want to have a private chat with me, you can. Jason said, I'm actively working on building a Zweihander because big swords make big happy. Well, definitely, mate. Definitely, Jason. Where do you live then, Jason? Are you UK, American, or what? And are you a regular viewer of this channel, or have you just found it recently? You'll have to excuse me. It's a Saturday night, and I've decided to have some vodka. Yeah, it's been a good night tonight. I might even ask Jason how he pronounces D-Walt in a minute. He's already said that as a cookery, which, you know. So what's everyone up to tomorrow? Sorry, I'm just flattening this shit down because it gives me hiccups. I don't really drink fizzy drinks, but vodka and water can be a bit much. So I prefer a bit of tonic water in it, so at least it gives it a bit of a flavour. Are you doing an egg hunt tomorrow? An egg hunt and Forbiddens at your Ottens. Is Dulcie going with you? Going to the Easter with my nan. Nice. Yeah, I don't really do Easter. I never have. It like nothing at all. I don't really do any Easter type of things. That's it. Tomorrow hanging like a bastard all day. Same here, mate. Same here. That's what I'm gonna. That's my plans. No, I've never really. I did Easter as a kid. You know, we would do the Easter bonnets and all that, and as kids. But no, I suppose if I had kids, I probably would. No, I've never really done any Easter side stuff. Or is Dulcie off tomorrow, my queen? Not as an adult, anyway. I'm telling you now, it's family. I did think that, but I thought, you know, if they're there, they're there. You know what I mean? Littleland does Easter egg hunt for the kids every year. They did it last. Oh, no, I remember. Yeah, I remember last year. Yeah, I remember. I've got one axe. I've got one axe in here. I could show you. Jason, it's my war axe. It's not very big, but it's you know. But it's a fighting axe, you know. It's made for so it's quite long. It's got a spike on the back. And it's got like a sister weapon, which is a warhammer. Yeah. But it is a fighting axe, you know what I mean? Metallic says, show Dulcie my drunk axe. They didn't really get it, so. Oh, you show. Well, for some, no, that's the thing. For some people, that stuff doesn't mean anything at all. That came out lovely, didn't it, my queen? No, well, that's the thing. For some people, as Metallic puts it, sharp and shiny things aren't. They don't really do anything for them. Now, I love weapons. I can look at a weapon, and to me, it looks beautiful. It looks amazing and beautiful. But for people who aren't into that, literally nothing. I suppose for them. So I'm not into cars. But saying that, I can look at a car and appreciate why someone might like it. I'll show you my Warhammer. Jason, seeing as you knew what a fucking cookery was. Right, it's a small Warhammer though. There you go. It's handmade by myself. Lovely, lovely bloody spike on it. Leather handle. And I've done the wrap at the back so that you know that if the wrap's at the back, you're hitting with the hammer. If it's the other way around, you're hitting with a spike. That's lovely, and that's why I fucking love that thing. Absolutely beautiful. And it cost a fraction of what it would cost you to buy like a cold steel one. Metallic said, while I was pointing out the rope binding and the shiny head, Dulcie started talking of other things. They were told quit to disrespect the Dangle axe. Oh, was you getting excited about actual Warhammer 40k? I've never been into it. Hello, J May. No, I'm not hitting people at all. Why would I hit someone? Hello, Jay. How you doing, mate? I don't really know much about Warhammer 40k. I know of it and I know what it is. But yeah, I fucking love that. Beautiful thing. I'm gonna have to make a couple of these for the preppers meet because I reckon they'll fucking love this shit. Them preppers meets are great because you meet a lot of people who are into weapons and that. And yeah, I sold 500 quid's worth of stuff to this lovely woman called Charmaine, who I need to message because she messaged me about 6 months ago. And I keep forgetting to get back to her. Yeah, 500 quid's worth of stuff to her. She bought a fully kitted out Redback XR, a fucking sword probably. That's all right, my queen. I've got it written down anyway. I have got it written down. Already have. So that wasn't like a sudden memory. That's what I've been thinking about doing it for like literally every day this week. That's fair enough because it's called 40k for a reason. You can kiss your wallet goodbye if you don't really get it. Yeah, it'd be nice to meet her again. She was alright. I liked her. But yeah, when I was at the preppers meet, I sold more weaponry to women than anyone. I sold fucking. It was weird, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I fucking sold shitloads. Yeah, that's a beauty, that is. Perfect size. Perfect size and weight, I think. That'd be devastating, that would. You can tell how horrible that would be, even just tapping it on your hand. Horrendous. Get my crown off. I don't need that on for now. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. There is somebody's watching. 22 people watching. I will be probably going off soon, though. But I'll start another live stream for a bit and then I'm going to go private. Jason said, can I get a close-up of the... I can't... That up there is basically a bullpup AKM. Hello, John. How you doing, mate? It's called a Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle. There was only ever 2,000 imported into America, and then they banned them. But I can't hold any guns because if I hold guns on live streams, they shut them down. You're not allowed to hold guns on live streams now. You can hold everything else, knives and all that, but anything that looks like a gun, even if I held up something that looked like a gun, they'd shut the live stream now. Yeah, Jay, most of this stuff is BB guns, replicas, DX, stuff like that. But that said, I'd offer to play clips, but there isn't any long enough. What, to get outside? Yeah. That's all right. I might just stop it. No, I haven't put any long ones on here, have I? No, you're right. I did think about putting at least one. I might make a long one. I haven't. Yeah, I might just make a long one soon. What I need is a pissing one that's long enough that can be left on indefinitely, but when I come back, just stop it. Problem is, I noticed that one of the dirt axe. Well, tactically, if you asked everyone else, apart from me and the dropped, they'd be dirt axe. Thank you for the support, tactical. Sorry, I said that really fucking patronised me. I was reading the other comments. I don't know what I was saying now. I don't know what I was saying or what I was doing anymore. Oh, I need to make a long clip. Oh yeah, so basically, I noticed that one of the long clips I have keeps getting copyright issues, and then it won't be. But I think what's happened is some of the music, I'm used to it. That was a total accident, mate. Some of the music I used was copyright free, but they've now changed it, which is a shame because that means music that was copyrighted potentially won't always be copyright free. Sorry. John's a true story. I was cuffed in the back of a police car last week with a lock knife in my pocket. Copper didn't search me, and I was released without being arrested after an altercation. I was going to the allotment and had it in my pocket. Wow, fucking excellent news for you, John. I've had the opposite. I think on two different. So I went for a police interview once. Just happened to be on my birthday. And this genuinely, I'd been cutting off the labels on my brand new jeans, put a knife in my pocket, went to the police station to have an interview because I'd been arrested recently and they wanted to interview me. And they fucking searched me when I was in there, found the knife. The bastards took it off me. I was only about 17 at the time. But luckily they didn't fucking do me for it. But they could tell. They knew it was my birthday anyway, and they could tell I had brand new clothes on. And I once got nicked with a knuckle duster in my pocket. That was the time when they handcuffed me so fucking tight that even to this day I still have nerve damage in both my thumbs. And if I rub my hand along my thumb like that, I get a shooting sensation shooting up my arms. And that's because they nicked about 6 of us. And then I was the last one in there. And they left me handcuffed really tightly in the back of a riot van for about 4 hours. My fucking arms were completely numb by the time I got in police. They were bastards, they were. Fucking bastards. There was a pouring milk on the shop floor after a checkout girl called me a fat bastard. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you, John. Fuck them bastards. Yeah, it takes the piss. My brother got banned from a shop recently because he'd bought 40 fags. They put all the stuff in a bag and he walked out the shop and looked in the bag and realised the fags weren't there. Went back in the shop and they denied it. They said they'd put them in there and he was lying. And he just went mental. Well, he didn't go mental. He stayed calm for quite a while and said, "Sir, check the CCTV. I want to see that you put them in the bag." And they wouldn't do it. Oh no, they reckoned that CCTV wasn't working, and no matter what he did, they just kept, wouldn't do it. So he said, as he walked out of the shop, he just started pulling all the shit off the shelves, and he actually pulled a couple of the shelves fully down onto the ground, which I don't blame him. I genuinely don't blame him. That's like 40 quid they stole off of him. They stole 40 quid off of him, yeah. I probably would have started chucking bricks through the windows if it was me. I would have wanted to. Yeah, John, I thought I was going to go out. Well, I was going to get banned and get a star. That was so you were the last of us. Yes. Don't say that. Yeah. Yeah, my younger brother now has to fucking drive like double the distance now to get to like a small sort of what do you call it? Supermarket because of that. But yeah, I don't blame him. That would have well pissed me off. Yeah, 40 quid. And they just kept lying. They hadn't put the fags in there at all. Why would you go back in there and lie about it? Well, he obviously didn't anyway, He would have come home and said, "Oh, I tried to nick some fags," and blah 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 blah. Yeah. That's with more and more shops are pulling that shit now. Yeah. Yeah. It don't surprise me, Tactical. Don't surprise me. They are very weird in that shop as well. It's the one where I get that booze from. They're very, very weird in there. And I can tell that they would do that shit. If they could get away with it, they would definitely fucking con you out of shit. And then just deny it, and all of them just back each other up because, that's like fucking 40 quid worth of fags that they can probably now sell to someone else or keep or whatever. Jason said, do you play any Stalker? No, I've got a couple of the Stalker games though, but I won't go on about games for too much though. Our Queen hates it. I'm gonna go and have a piss in a minute, then I'm gonna get ready to go outside. But what I might do, I might leave the stream on while I'm having a piss, and not while I'm having a piss, while I'm getting ready, so I can still talk to you because I'll still see the comments, but you just won't see me. And then I can I don't know what I was saying there. Get ready to fucking outside. Yeah, I've got a couple of the Stalker. I've not played them yet. I do want to, but I know people who do. The type said, "Oh no, if it's dreaded, I won't go on about it." And usually means go on about it. No, I've had enough. I've never played the game, so I can't talk about it. Shut your fucking gob, you. Shut it, you. Shut it, you.
You can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad.
But I am your king, and I can politely suggest it.
And I can tell you to fuck off.
If anyone wonders who that's talking, it's Metallic. Right, I need to go for a piss. If Metallic wants to entertain you with clips, she can. If not, I'll be back in a second. We'll sit for a little bit, then I'm going to go outside and start a new stream.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Bit of a fuck up, really, isn't it?
Right, am I back? Right, I'm gonna go outside soon. So are people up for a late night live stream? The drop said he is, didn't he? Pocket said, is that a car 14 or no, it isn't, mate. No. What one do you mean? That one there? Or that one there? Please don't say yes. Because I said two things. The talent said, yeah, that's an M4. That's a fucking hell. Let me tell you. That is a AR-15. An AR-15. That's an AR-15, that one. If you're quick, I'll be nesting queen so Dulcie can get comfy. I'll try to be quick. The problem is, though, I've got a lot of fucking shit to put away. My bed is covered in fucking weapons. Jason said, is that a double barrel up the top? Yes. I don't know the make of it. It's been I don't think it says on it. It's an old English one, though. So that said, put it away while you chat on it. Oh, yeah, maybe. All right, I'll start in a second. Pocket said, airsoft or real?
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
But that is an airsoft. That's an airsoft gun, that is, yeah. It was the cheapest way I could get a nice display piece that, yes, I even changed the WC on his t-shirt, my queen. Yes, his necklace. Yes. Yeah, to get a decent replica of that, the cheapest way you could do it was airsoft. Right. I'm going to get ready to go out. I'll still be able to see your comments. You might just see me going back and forward, clearing up. Hello, David Hunt. How you doing, mate? You all right? Don't forget to like the stream. If you're on a phone, you can just double tap the screen. Jason said, "Did you answer the double barrel question?" I don't know. I've got a bit of lag. That's an old English double barrel shotgun, but I don't know the make of it, and I can't remember if it says it on it. Yeah. I need to put some of this shit away. That's all right, my queen. Don't bother. We won't bother with the clips at the minute. It's all right. No point. But no, it doesn't play them all. It'll just repeat the one that is the one you picked. So, what's everyone got planned for tomorrow? I'll probably do a normal stream. Otherwise, when I do the Otherwise, when I actually invite people, it'll be vertical, which won't be worth watching like that. Not if you're just chatting to each other, you know. Shit, I should have fucking charged my phone. Right. Right, I'll be off in a minute. If anyone wants to watch the next bit of the stream, you'll have to definitely subscribe, and I'll be back in a minute. In about 10 minutes, I should be back. And then after not very long, I'll be doing a private stream, all right? And if you want to have a chat with us there, you can. Yeah, 10, 20 minutes. Shouldn't be long. I'm just getting ready for that now. Yeah, it's been a good one. I hope people enjoyed it. There's quite a few people on. That's been a good stream tonight, to be honest. What else do I need? Internet. Yeah. Oh, yes. If you want to join the private stream, you need to send me an email. But I'll explain that all in a bit. We're going to take this merch t-shirt off. Jason said, "What is my opinion on the Wolf of PPK?" Oh, I used to like the old PPKs. I had a blank firing PPK once. Yeah, it's good. It jammed a bit, but that wasn't because it was, it's because it was a cheap fucking blank firer, basically. Not because it was Wolf of PPK. Fucking hell. All right. Let me get my vodka in the bag. Vodka. Shot glass. Tonic water. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you have subscribed. And I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Otherwise, I'll see you sometime in the week, all right? Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like before you go. Good night. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. See you later. Good night.